What's going on, guys? It's your man, Ed Hayes, the Wholesale Coach, here back for another episode of the Wholesaling Mastermind, guys. And in this episode, I am proud to tell you that I've got my man, my brother from another mother, one of my favorite people on the planet, guys. He was actually one of the first people to ever reach out to me, like once I started putting my coaching services online, guys. So this is a long time client, a friend, a person that I want you all to get to know very well. My brother from another mother, Williams Mezidor, is coming on to the Wholesaling Mastermind. How are you doing, my brother?
Hey, hi everybody. I'm great, man. Thank you so much for that intro.
I want it all. Expensive trip, exotic calls. When I took that loss.
It take you a little bit of time to get it, but man, that's perfect. I like it, man. How are you? How's everything?
Man, I've been great, bro. You already know, man. Everything has been great. I'm blessed. You know, we got some new laws going on in Illinois right now, but we're working through it. You know, we're trying to make it happen. Wait, say that again?
This is shocking. I hear the news as well. This is shocking when you hear what's going on in your market right now. This is tough, man. I don't know how you guys deal with that, but this is shocking, man. This is shocking.
Yeah, bro. It's rough. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's really kind of rough just to know that you know, a lot of people that's out here trying to wholesale properties, they can be out of business soon. It really is a whole issue. But you know, I'm gonna save that for another episode
Another
though,
day.
because you know, like we could be talking about that for this whole episode. I'm not gonna lie, it's so crazy. But
Yeah, but you know, yeah, as you say, it's. I have my own view of it. You know, but as you say, we can always talk about that another day. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's you know, as entrepreneur, we have to know we'll have change. You know, who's will come and go. So the question is when those rules come, as it is that gonna break you or stop you. Well, that's the most important thing in all and everything. You know what I'm saying?
that's so true, man. That's so true. You know,
Yeah,
as an entrepreneur, you got to have that never
yeah,
lasting spirit. You got to be willing to
yeah.
keep going no matter what happens or what the situation presents. You know, you got to keep going forward. You got to be able
Facts,
to bet on you when you're an
facts.
entrepreneur, for real. So real quick though, like
You can't stop. You can't let anybody stop you.
before we dive in too deep though, bro, real quick, I want to give you an opportunity to really kind of introduce yourself to the mastermind. I know, like, you know, me and you, we've got a lot of built up history and whatnot. So I want you to kind of tell the audience like who you are, where you from, a little bit about your background.
Oh man, I'm excited. First of all, I'm really excited to be with you guys. Anybody who's watching, I'm really excited, and thank you, my man is for giving me that opportunity. You know, again, guys, my name is Williams Mezidor. I'm a 24 years old entrepreneur. I'm come from the Caribbean. I come from the Caribbean. I came in this country as a teenager. I came here when I was probably 15, 16 years old. I came here after a major earthquake destroyed Haiti, where I was blessed enough I was blessed enough to, you know, nothing happened to me and my family. You know, I'm blessed enough all my family live in the US. But I never forget that day in 2010 where my whole family was, you know, what can I say it, man? My whole family was in a situation where I can lose all my family at once in a terrible earthquake, you know. This is something that every time I talk about it or every time I say something or every time I repeat, just remember the time and the date. He shocked me, man. He's like electricity. It's like, you know, when somebody just shocked you, like, you know what I'm saying? So you know, I came here as a teenager. You know, when I came here, I went to high school and then I went to college. Later on, I dropped out because I realized that I didn't have a why. And then I realized that college was a waste of time. Then it was I mean since then it's been a like a nice journey, I would say. After dropout, I start, like I work for a company, I'm saying, for 2 years. So after working for a company for 2 years, guys, I'm telling you, it wasn't a fun situation. It wasn't like, I'm saying, like a lot of people, when you have a job that you like and that's fun and stuff like that. It wasn't like that. It was like, my boss used to be really really tough and mean and everything and stuff like that, and I was sure work 9 to 5 and stuff like that. And I was thinking going back to school because my parents was pushing me, like, I don't know if anybody and the audience is coming from another country. When you're coming from another country, it's tough. When you're coming another country, when you come from another country, so what happened is they believe in education. They believe that education is going to school, not educate, because there's difference between being educated and there's difference between when you go to school. Because somebody
Mm-hmm.
can go to school and not educate. So for them, they believe in going to school, not like saying educate and stuff like that. But they believe in going to school. They believe like if you don't go to school, if you don't go to college, if you don't go to college, they believe you're automatically failure. They believe you're done in life. You cannot do nothing in life. It's over for you. So
Mm-hmm.
most immigrants think like that. So I think I know if there's any immigrant, anybody that's come from another country, they can tell the same story. Your parents want you to be a doctor or lawyer. Even though you don't like
Mm-hmm.
that, you don't like law, you don't like being a doctor, but they want you to be a doctor. They want you to be a
Exactly.
lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I drop out, what I'm saying, I was thinking about going back to school, but because my parents was to push me, like, what I'm saying, oh, you failure, you this, you that. But, and while I was working in the job, I'm telling you, it should be really, really stressful, man. So, and one day, what I'm saying, while I was driving, come from work, and I was sleeping, like while I'm driving, I almost hit a tree, like true story, guys. I almost hit, a tree and stuff like that. And then I asked myself this question: is it really, really what you want with your life? You're working in a job that you can't even sleep at night, or job you're working in a place like where they don't value your time, they don't value you as a person, they treat you like you some anyhow. And then now
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't just go and get into accident, get killed, or like kill someone. Is it what you want for your life? You know what I'm saying? And then since then, like boom, it hit me. I have one of my friend, and he come to my house and stuff like that, and he told me, "Look, man," and we always talk about, saying, "Oh, one day we're gonna win the lottery, or one day we're gonna just like, man, we're gonna blast it, we're gonna have a lot of money, we're gonna like, what I'm saying, be the young and we should." Like, we always have some big dream, but with no plan, like, what I'm saying. And then
Mm-hmm.
one day he come, two of them come to my house, and I tell them, "Look, man, guys, I want to start a business and stuff like that." While I was still working my 9 to 5 job. So, but I drop out of school. So, and then it was like I was like, "Yo, I want to start my own business and stuff like that." They start laughing. They're like, "Ah, man, come on, man. You probably need another job and stuff like that." I was like, "Look, man, I'm serious, guys. I want to start my own business and stuff like. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I want to start my own business because, man, I'm telling you, I only have 2 years in this job, but it feel like 10, 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if that ever happened to you. Is I don't know, your background and stuff like that. If you ever work on a job that you hate, man, every day. Oh my God, today is Monday. I'm going to my job again. I'm gonna see my boss again, and it's like you're so stressed, man. Like you feel like, oh man, like you feel like
Look,
that you
every
get up
job
or
I've ever had in my life, bro. Every single job I've ever had, I felt like that. I know exactly
exactly.
where you're coming from. Trust me.
Exactly, man. Like you feel like, man, like you fighting against your will. You're doing. It's like somebody put you a gun in your head to do it, but you don't have choice. You have to keep going. So there's a lot of people in this country like that. That's why, what I'm saying, me and you, we always have this conversation. Or a lot of people in this country, they say almost 70 to 80% of Americans work in a job they hate. You know what I'm saying, or job that make them sick. So guys, we have one life to live. You know what I'm saying? We have one life to live. And if we spend it being unhappy, being stressed, working for someone, they don't appreciate us, that don't value us. And not only that, they treat us like any hour and stuff like that just because for payday. You know what I'm saying? It's just fascinating to me. It's just shocking to me. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody can spend 30, 40, 60 until they retired on a system like that where they,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, they just like, working for somebody or a job in a job that make him sick. So that was the story. And then I tell my guys, my friends, I'm gonna start my own business. They were laughing. They didn't believe in me. So after a week or so, and then I discover e-commerce. I discover Shopify. That's about like 2 3 years ago, guys. I discovered Shopify. I discovered, like, what I'm saying, like e-commerce just pop out, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, that's the best opportunity for me. So I called my friend back. I went to a high, I always to one called IHOP. I don't know if you guys have it. IHOP. So we got something to eat, and
Mm-hmm.
then I twisted my plan, show my laptop like a businessman. I was like, guys, I have this perfect plan. We're gonna take product from China. We're gonna create a website. We're gonna buy our domain, and then when we buy our domain, we're gonna create our website, and we're gonna take product from. We're gonna drop ship product from China, and we're gonna do the advertising for it, and then we uh we're gonna make some money. Everybody, I don't know if that ever happened to you guys. You have a friend. Nothing you say to them, they believe it. It's just, come on, say, I was like, yeah, guys, we gotta do. I was still working on my job and stuff like that. So, and then I was like, you know what, guys, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? So one of my friend, he believed in me. He said, okay, like, we can do this. One of my boys was like, no, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my friend is from Africa. And then both of them from Africa, but they're from different country in Africa. And then one of them was like, you know what? I can do the same thing. I can just build a website and then get product from Africa, which is cheaper. Like, do start a clothing line where I put my logo on it and then stuff like that. And stuff like that. The way he said is like he already know it. He just, he's gonna do it. But I know him. I know he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna. He's just like, he just talk. He doesn't, like, really do much. So, and then he was like, "Oh, you want us to work for you? I already have your name. You already have planned everything. You just come here and twist up and you up." And I was like, "No, guys. If I'm like, we always talk about winning the lottery. So if one day I win the lottery, I think I'm gonna come to you guys because we went to high school together. You know what I'm saying? We've been friends for a long time. So if I win the lottery today, you know what I'm saying? I don't know for you if you're gonna, let me know you won the lottery, but me, I will share it with you. You know what I'm saying?" And then he was like,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So we spent about like 30 minutes, like to 1 hour talking about it, and then after we left and stuff like that. So one of my friends come to my house, the friend that believe in me and stuff like that. He was like, "Hey man, that's a good idea." You know what I'm saying? I mean, in your age, like, I don't know anybody that's, think like, what I'm saying. I was about like 20 years old back in the day, and and then he was like, "Look, man, I don't know anybody who's 20 years old trying to start their own business and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty pumped. The way you preach it, the way you say it, I'm on it. I don't know what is it, but I'm on it. So I keep watching YouTube videos, guys. YouTube University, guys. I keep watching videos. I keep watching video about e-commerce, about, how to take my, what I'm saying, or to start a business with like little to no money. So I buy, my domain and I start, what I'm saying. I was like, you know what? Later on, I will switch everything around. But let me see, let me test that to see if it really make money. He started making good money. He started making money. Like the first money that I make in drop shipping was about like $300 to $400. That was life changing. That it was like he feel like that was like $1 million for me. And I jump
Right.
around and I quit my job. Like, I had an accident. This is how I quit my job. After about a month or so, I was driving, and then I have a car accident. So I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Guys, don't do that. When you're driving, always wear your seatbelt. So I was driving, and then I didn't wear my seatbelt on and stuff like that. And then I have a girlfriend back in the day. I was to go to see my. I mean, I was going to see my girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
Hello, can you hear me? I just received a phone call. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, boom, somebody hit me from the back. Somebody hit me from the back. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, and then boom, my chest hit the wheel. Like, and then I have like a pain and stuff like that. I went to the hospital immediately. My car was fucked up and everything. So And then that completely changed my life. That day, that completely changed my life, guys. So I went to the hospital, and then and that they do some like tests for me and stuff like that to see if I don't have any broken bone, anything like that. So and then I didn't have things that I didn't have no broken bone, but I have like a terrible chest pain. So doctor told me, look, you have to spend like about 3 to 5 days home and then not working and stuff like that. But when I start my own business, guys, I want money to do Google AdWords and to do Facebook ad for people that's also in digital I mean, for people that also in e-commerce. You have to spend money on advertising. So I take my the money that I make, the 300 to 400 bucks I told you about, and I go show my friend that is possible, and I blow it with them. So which is dumb. I supposed to take this money and reinvest it in the business, but I didn't do that. So I go and I like after my doctor say you gotta spend like about a week home and then not working and stuff like that, and I call my job. I tell them, look, I cannot go to work. I'm sick. First thing they told me, look, you don't have time sick. You don't have time sick. You're not take time off. And I was like, look, how come I'm not allowed to take time off? It was like, look, you're not allowed to take time off. And I was like, how come? It's like you don't have time sick. You don't have access. It's like, damn. That's keep like my mind keep working. So and I was like, you know what? I need the money because I need to put some money for advertising on Facebook ad and Google AdWords also. So I need to have the money. And I was like, they told me to spend like 5 days to a week home. Like I was like, let me just go to work. I like after 3 days, I went to work. And then what happened is, so sorry, it's my headphone just died. So if you can hear me, just let me know because I'm gonna go get another headphone. But I don't want to stop. So yeah, what happened is later on, I went to work in the middle of the week, and then I tell my boss, look, I'm not feeling good. Here's a paper. Here's a doctor note because when you have an accident, they give you a doctor and they saying you cannot work. Here's a doctor and they saying I cannot work. I need to be off for 5 days, but I need the money. Please allow me to work. But all you gotta do for me is switch me position. Where I should work, I should lift heavy stuff and moving stuff on. Please just switch me position, but I will work out of it. She said, oh, I don't care. As long as you come here, you gotta work. As long as you show up here, you got to work. I was like, look, I'm sick. Like, but again, guys, since I test that because I have a plan, I was like, as long as this thing can really, really work, I will quit the job. So I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna work. And then I jump in and start working. On Monday, it was a Monday. On Monday, I work. On Tuesday, I couldn't work. My chest was hurting so much because I was carrying the stuff. And then they told me to not carry it. And then I was work 9 to 5 from 9 p.m. at night to 5 in the morning. So around like 11 at night to 1 o'clock at night, and I was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I feel like I couldn't keep it no more. Like I feel like about to like pass out or anything, like something like that. So I was like, I called her. I was like, look, I can make it to the night. I'll have to go to our hospital. And she start like saying a lot of stuff. And then she let me out. She opened the door for me. She let me out. So for you guys that work in a big manufacturer, like for example, I was working on Home Depot. I didn't want to say the name, but I was working on Home Depot. So when you work in a big like a Walmart or Home Depot and stuff like that, those big major like industry stuff, they like at night they close the door, and then inside people is working inside, but for customers it's closed. So they opened the door for me, and she was opening the door and she was mad and talking and stuff like that. So honestly, I went straight to the emergency, and then they checked me again. They give me some pain and stuff like some painkillers and stuff like that. They keep me in the hospital for the night, and then I go back home, and then they send me to see my primary doctor. When I went to see my primary doctor, he told me something that's really shocking, that's really changed my whole life. He said, like, look, how old are you? I was like, I'm 20 years old. He was like, look, you're young. Why are you killing yourself for a job you don't like, for a job, for like, why are you killing yourself for somebody that don't appreciate you? You young guy. Like, why can you start your own thing? Why can you work in a job you enjoy? Why can you find something you enjoy? I was sitting here looking at her like she have two head or something, And I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She was like, look, a lot of you guys don't think big enough. A lot of you guys think small. And she was talking and talking, and then, but that day she slapped me out of it. And then I was like, you know what? I gotta do something. I gotta do something. And then and I take something, I take because I work a day plus I have like another paycheck was coming in because they pay you every week. And then I take this money, I invest in in my drop shipping business, and I grow it and I grow it, I grow it. I was making like $800, I was to make like what I'm saying, one, two that I go it and stuff like that. So and then since then I quit my job. I never go back and stuff like that, which is later on was gonna hurt me so much because my phone just died. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you good.
Okay, let me put speaker on. Can you hear me now?
I can still hear you, yeah.
Okay, good. So later on, I mean, my advice for everybody who's listening. I make a video like that on my channel. Before you quit your job,
Uh-oh. It looked like it kind of slowed down on us right here. I'm not sure what's going on. Can you hear me still?
okay, I hear you. What I can do, I
Oh,
can.
okay, there we go.
Okay, so I was about to say I can go get another headphone. That way you can hear me because I have another headphone in the other room. But if you can hear me, you can keep going.
Yeah, go ahead,
Sound
bust
good?
it out.
All right, good. So my advice for everybody who's listening, before you decided to quit, because a lot of people is working on a job they hate right now. Not it might not be you who's listening right now, but you know a friend or family member that's working in a job that they hate. So
Mm-hmm.
before you quit, if you have someone or know someone that's gonna quit their job, before they quit their job, guys, first thing you have to talk to them, or you who's listening, if you're planning on quitting your job, first thing you gotta do, guys, is make sure you have a plan. Make sure the first thing you do, make sure you have a plan. Because the reason why I say you have to have a plan is like, don't just quit your job. Okay, I hate my job and I'm just gonna quit it and just go sit in my couch watching TV. No, you have to have a plan. If I'm quitting my
Mm-hmm.
job, okay, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do with my time? Okay, what I'm gonna do? So you have to have a plan, and then not only what I'm gonna do, all the bills gonna get paid. You see what I'm saying? All the bills gonna get paid. So don't just wake up and then storm, storm out.
It's not a good idea, guys.
Storm out of the door and then say, fuck that, I'm done. Don't do it like that. Have a plan. Be smart about it. Have a plan. And if you can work some extra hours, have some money saved for at least 2 or 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 months. Like give yourself some time that way, because trust me, guys, the entrepreneurship side of it, everybody, and nowadays, me and Age was talking about this the other day. Everybody in their profile these days put entrepreneur, like what I'm saying. The entrepreneurship thing is not an easy thing. It's not for everybody too.
Nah.
So if you really wanna like pursue this entrepreneurship thing, guys, you have to have like a real plan. Okay, boom, I'm gonna quit my job. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna quit my job. You plan everything, you write them down. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna quit my job, but I need to have like at least 2 to 3 months of saving, or sometimes based on your bills. If you have like you know mortgages, if you have like a lot of things to pay, you can take a little bit more time to get paid, and you
Mm-hmm.
make sure you have some money on this side. Because guy, if you just quit your job like that without any backup, trust me, you will hurt. And that's why a lot of people don't quit their job, is because of that fear. It's because they don't have a real
Mm-hmm.
plan, because they be like, okay, I have mortgage to pay, I have this thing to pay. So if I quit my job right now, what's gonna happen with my mortgage? What's gonna happen with, like, what I'm saying? But if you have a will plan, guys, a will plan, not only first of all you have a plan, you write it down, you say, okay, after 2 weeks I'm gonna quit my job, and then you have some money saved. And then, guys, if you want to pursue this entrepreneurship thing, you have to hustle, guys. You have to, you have to work your ass off. You have to, the 3 months of saving you have, don't 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 sit on it. Don't go here, okay, I have 3 months of saving, let me just relax. No, you have to push your put like
Yeah.
work
Matter of
hard.
fact, Let me unpack that a little bit, matter of fact, but let's take a step back for a second, matter of fact, because I kind of just want to break down that history of like how you ended up getting to the point that you are now. Like I want to, kind
Yeah, I
of
was about
unpack
to
that a
get to
little
this
bit
point.
because
Yeah, yeah,
we got a lot of meat right there. So I want to make
yeah,
sure that we actually kind of breaking this
yeah,
down so the
yeah,
audience can really, really feel these gems that you dropping on them and
yeah,
this knowledge that you
yeah.
giving
I
them.
was about
So
to get in there. Yeah, yeah.
I
Let's
mean,
get
so
it. Yeah,
just like in general, though, I want, all of you all that's listening or watching to understand that, like, first off, Williams is a real life entrepreneur. And like how he just told you all his story, he's a whole immigrant. He came here
yeah,
from a whole nother country. He had people who
yeah,
didn't believe in him. He had a job that
yeah.
was literally pretty much trying to kill him and didn't even
Of
care
course.
about how he felt. But guess what? No matter what, he just kept grinding and grinding and grinding because he's on a
Yeah,
mission. He's an
yeah,
entrepreneur. It's in his
yeah,
blood, it's in his spirit. And that's why
yeah.
this is my brother from another mother right here. So but like I want you all to kind of understand it, like that journey is not gonna be easy. It
It's
shouldn't be
not.
easy. In fact, if it
It's not.
was easy, then you should know that your results are gonna be easy. It's not gonna be like great results from
Yeah,
easy effort. The only
yeah.
way that you get great results is from like getting your ass kicked out there,
You have
grinding,
to. You
hustling,
have to. Yeah,
struggling, blood, sweat, tears. All of that is really what makes a real entrepreneur. It's those of
right.
us who look fear and adversity in the face and step right into it and say,
Exactly.
look, if this is what's required for me to live my dream, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah, yeah,
For real,
man.
man.
Man, you say it all, man. You say it all. As you say, as I say, guys, like I'm an immigrant coming to this country about 7 years ago. As you can tell, I still have a strong accent. Sometimes I'm fighting with it, and you know what I'm saying. But guys, what I'm trying to say to you guys, anybody that really have a goal and a dream, and you put your mind to it and you work hard for it, you can accomplish anything. You know what I'm saying? So to get to my story, guys, and I was giving you some juice what was listening. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mhm.
to get to where I am right now, where I'm a real estate investor, have three businesses and stuff like that. So it's not a easy word like as everybody. A lot of people these days they only on Instagram, on Facebook, they only show you the check, the nice car, the you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. So
All you see is the glitz and the glamour. For real.
exactly. It's not all about that. It's not like, that's why, a lot of people they think being like the name of the entrepreneur, like the word of entrepreneur is fancy. They can just go ahead and put it in a profile and stuff like that. No, that don't make
Mhm.
you an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is like when you creating, you constantly developing, you constantly improving, you constantly changing your situation, changing your
Mhm.
people around you. You constantly, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't stop working. You don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur, I don't know if that's for
Exactly.
you. I don't know
It's
if
your
that's
baby. You're not
yeah.
trying
I
to
don't
take
know.
no days off. You don't even want to take no days off. Like,
No,
why would you
no.
want to take a day off? Like, this is my
You
baby.
Yeah, you don't work. You don't work, and you want to take day off. I'm tired of people that say, "Okay, I need a day off." Like, look, even God create everything, and then after
He
when
even took a
when he's
day
done,
off
and he take one day off. So if you don't work and you want to take
on
one
everything.
day off, like what you saying? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You have to, and especially if you're young, guys, especially if you're young, for young people who's listening, who's in the 20, 21, 22, 24, like me, guys, this is the best time. You're in your best time. I should be like, before that, as I told you, I have my friend. I should be the party guy. I should be like, you know what I'm saying? In college, party. A lot of kids these days, they go to school to party and stuff like that. I should party. I should go to New York. By the way, I'm in the state of Massachusetts. So I should drive to New York, to Philly to party and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even need to know you. As long as you call me and say, hey, I have a party, come through. I'm in my way. I'm in my
Right.
way. So guys, it's really important to have, like, you know what I'm saying, to have, like, you know what I'm saying, that hungry on you when you're young. Have it on you, like working hard while you're young, and option for you later on to can. I'm not gonna say to just to go sit somewhere and then not doing anything. But when you work while you're young, trust me, later on down the road will be easier for you. You will be able to take your
Right.
family a nice vacation. You will be able to travel the world. You will be able to do great things. Don't wait. A lot of guys waiting until they like 50, 60, like to start working out. No. So guys, back to the
Bro,
story.
real quick,
It's like
real
that.
quick. I gotta
Yeah,
mention
go ahead.
something about that because that's the trap that the school system is trying to sell us. That's the trap
Yeah.
that most of society is trying to sell us. It's like
Mm-hmm.
instead of actually living during your best years, during your prime years, you
Yeah.
end up working during your prime years and then living when you're about to die. That's the
Exactly.
trap. That's the setup. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
And what's
That's
crazy about it is that it's usually like the people who's been working 25, 30 years, they're the people working for
yeah.
people like me and you. You know what I mean? They
Mm-hmm.
old enough to
Exactly.
be our moms and dads, and they working for us because this is their whole life.
Yeah.
They pretty much sacrificed that life to actually live to work for someone else. Don't get me wrong. Now,
Yeah.
we need good employees out there. I'm not trying to bash employees.
Yeah.
We need good employees, but I feel
We
like
do.
for some of us who really wanted or still want to be entrepreneurs but haven't yet taken those actions yet because you're afraid of what your mom or girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever, auntie, cousins, uncles, whoever may say about you not being in school no more, you quitting that job or whatever the struggles may present and things like that. Like you're more scared about that than you are eager to dive into your life and to dive into
Mm-hmm.
your passions and your dreams. It's really
Mm-hmm.
when you make that shift from stopping being scared and start having courage and just doing it on some Nike
Yeah.
type stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Just do it.
when the magic happens, when you
Yeah.
really, really just start shutting up and doing what it takes instead of just
Yeah.
talking about it, watching videos about it,
Yeah.
blaming other people about it, and all of this other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
constant,
That's
it's a
true.
constant working process.
That's true. That's true. What you say, Ed, is so true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, you know what I'm saying? When I start my drop shipping business, guy, I didn't know anything. I didn't have no experience on it. I didn't have I watched 2 videos on YouTube. I watched a couple videos and I just start doing. I start taking action. I start, you know what I'm saying? I started up point that my business is paying my rent. My business is paying my stuff. I have some leverage. I can travel. I have some free time. I can do what I let, spend time with the people I love and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's this is, as you say, that's what the school system is selling us. They're selling us that go to school, get when you go to school, after that you can go work for someone. And a lot of people, don't get me wrong, not everybody can be an entrepreneur. There's some great upright there and stuff like that, but a lot of you have great potential. A lot of you have great potential. And not only you have great potential, you can do great things, but you're not using that. You're not
Yes.
putting that to work. You know what I'm saying? You're working in a job that you hate. You're working for someone that, you know what I'm saying? Because you scared of the critique, because that was me. I was scared of the critique. I was scared about what my mom gonna say, what my dad gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I can have a business for sure, but if I don't have this paper, they call it diploma from school,
Mm-hmm.
so I was halfway done with school when I dropped out, guys. So, and then that's the best decision I can ever take in my life. I don't regret it for a second. You know what I'm saying? Guys, it's the same thing. A lot of you have great potential. Not everybody was born to be a worker. Not everybody was born to be an entrepreneur. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But you have to know where exactly you fit at. You know what I'm saying? Where exactly
Mm-hmm.
you fit. And if you choose to be an employee, and if you are employee, that's great, that's loving and stuff like that. But you have to work you have to work in a job you love, and you have to work for not working on a job that's gonna make you sick. Not you know what I'm saying. You have to, because time is short, guys. Time is short. So we have to use the time we have wisely. You know what I'm saying? Time is I know some guy that's billionaire, but they cannot buy time. You know what I'm saying? You never
Right.
ask yourself that question. Hey, okay, why they have so much money, they can go get a plastic surgery, make themselves look young, but they can never buy time.
You
If
can't buy
today
time, man.
God say, yeah, if today God say, no, you know what? Today is your last day in earth. You cannot go to somewhere with all the millions of all the millions and billions you have. You cannot go somewhere and be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you $1 billion. Give me an extra 2, 3, 5 more days or extra a year. Why can you buy, if you have all this money? Why can you go buy some more time.
Man, but
You know what I'm saying?
honestly, I feel
That's,
like
you know,
at the same time, though, I feel like that's actually the key to what entrepreneurs do, because we realize that
exactly.
to really, really live our life, we need to literally buy others people time. A
Exactly.
lot of times that's what
Exactly.
you're doing. When you're hiring
Exactly.
on an
And that's
employee,
why they
you
do.
literally buy their time. They will sell you their time for like $10 an hour.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
unbelievable. Like, what? You gonna sell me
They,
your
you know,
time for the low?
like,
Oh,
yeah,
babe, look, I'm
yeah,
trying to get
man.
as many of your hours as I can. I will pay you all of these low wages as long as you're gonna take that for your life. Like, and I can go kick it on the beach and you're gonna make me thousands for these tens. It don't even make sense. That's what entrepreneurs have mastered,
Yeah, yeah.
buying
They have
time.
they mastered
But
time
they can't go
because
back in time though, you know? So it's
you
always
cannot
the
go
things
back
that you
in time.
didn't do that
You
you
can't.
regret.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
You
that's
can.
the point,
That's what
right? That's the point
entrepreneurship
that you're trying
do.
to make, right?
Yeah, that's what entrepreneurship do. So you cannot buy time like, you know, like an extension of time, like, you know what I'm saying? But you can buy somebody else time. You know, I can be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I know you're not working. I know you're not doing anything. Why don't you come
Mhm.
work for me? The job while I'm doing one now, you can go ahead and do it. And then I can, you know, do my thing. I can start my, like, you know what I'm saying? I can do
Right.
more thing with my time. So that's what entrepreneurs do. That's why those, you like, you know, major entrepreneur people that make billions and millions or whatever, that's why they do. You know what I'm saying? They use their
Mhm.
time wisely. Not only they use their time wisely, they like hire the people to, you know, that way they can have more time to do more things,
Exactly.
create more
Now you
things.
multiplying your time.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But because as an entrepreneur, I was telling you earlier, as an entrepreneur, you never stop working. Sometimes you in your bed, you like your minds keep working. It's working. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if to explain it to you guys, but it's so like it's so powerful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you never stop working. You sometimes you're in bed, you're trying to get some sleep, but you have like your mind keep working. You keep thinking
It's
about
an
some new
obsession,
idea.
bro.
Yeah, you become
It's an
so obsessed
obsession.
with
It has to be. When it's there, when you get to that obsession point, that's when you're in flow now. You're in flow
yeah,
with what you're asking for from the universe when you can't get it off your mind no matter what you do. When
yeah,
you're sitting around relaxing, it doesn't feel comfortable because you're not working on that dream. That's when you know that you're on the right path. I don't
yeah,
even want to
yeah,
relax. It feels strange to relax now, and that's messed up. I'm trying to work on that. Sometimes I'm
yeah,
actually trying to work on because I'm a workaholic, man. I
yeah,
was
yeah,
raised by
yeah.
workaholics on top of that. So it's like,
Exactly,
oh,
exactly.
Lord,
Yeah,
help.
work is freedom, man. Earlier, I learned that work is freedom. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a hard worker. You have to be, especially when you're first starting, guys. Especially when you're first starting this journey. Trust me. Don't listen to anybody that tell you it's gonna be easy. Don't listen to anybody that tell you. Don't listen to anyone that's telling you, okay, you know, because nowadays there's a lot of guru online. There's a lot of people that teaching this. Or don't listen to anyone that say, okay, just quit your job and then without a plan and then boom, you're gonna start making a lot of money.
Oh
Don't
God,
listen to
no.
those people. Don't, because that's not true. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. So you have to have a plan, and if you really, really want this, you have to be obsessed with it. You have to be angry, guys. You have to like, you know what I'm saying? You want it so bad, even when you go to bed, you can't sleep because you be like, let me get up and work. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Just so
Mm-hmm.
trust me, when you obsess like that, guys, later on that will pay off. Later on, you can be in Dubai, you can be in Dubai, you can be in Paris, you can be anywhere, but you still have a business that's working. You don't have to be
Right.
there. You can be anywhere in the world. All you do is check in your bank account and money like is deposited in your account. You know
It's
what I'm
like the
saying?
most
You have
beautiful
to
thing in
keep
the
moving.
world. You wake up with like PayPal things like, yeah, you got X amount deposited. You're like, oh, I'm killing them. You know, like that's the
Yeah,
best feeling in the
that's the
world. Wake
greatest
up,
feeling ever, man. That's
wake
the
up and
greatest
you've
feeling ever,
already
man. I'm
earned
telling
more
you.
money than a whole day at work when you were working a job. Best feeling in the world.
Exactly.
Best feeling in the world.
Exactly.
For real.
Man.
Nothing
Man.
compares,
Like,
man.
yeah.
Oh, real quick though. I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off,
Mhm.
but like real quick, I want to make sure that like people know how you kind of transitioned, right? So
Okay,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna get yeah, let's get into this one now.
yeah,
So
why don't you talk about your like the couple deals that you got? Why don't you kind
yeah,
of go
yeah,
into a little bit of breakdown
yeah.
with like talk about that transition and then let's go
Okay.
into the deals.
Okay, good. Okay, all I get into real estate, guys. So, you know, as you say, is I'm gonna get into it quick. So, I get into real estate. The same thing I told you about. one day he come to my house and I was listening to a podcast, like to some some ads on Facebook, because when you get on Facebook, you like some ads, like Facebook gonna keep sending you this ad, even though you go out of Facebook, you go to Instagram, the same ad will follow you. It's like they're tracking down. So, and then I have this ad that you follow me, or you can make like, what I'm saying, and wholesaling, or can you make like 1,000, like, I mean, like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 and wholesaling fee without no cash, without no, like, no money and stuff like that, without nothing. I was like, no, that's some scam. So I watched the video
That's what it
today and
sounds
the
like.
next day, and I was like, oh man. I called my friend. I was like, they have a webinar. That was like, Clever Investor, guys. So for some people, that's out there. Clever Investor. For some of you might know Cody and stuff like that. Those guys get me started. So I signed up for the webinar, me and my friend, and then, what I'm saying, and we signed up for it. We were so excited because it was like, anybody can do it. You can make $5,000-$10,000, or it's like, no. I was like, oh damn, that's, So we signed up for the webinar. We spent 1 hour with me and my friend. We watched the webinar, and then after that, there's a fee for us to sign. So I was running my little business on this side. My business was paying my bill and stuff like that. So all I transition, like, all I changed everything from being from being on the e-commerce side to the website, So I was like, damn, how can I get this money to pay? I don't remember what the fee was, but it was a little bit high for us back in the day. So, and then it was like, look, because what they give you, it was like, if you pay for these sign-up fee, you can get like a mentorship, you can get like you can get this all program, you can get your website done for you, you can have everything. So, and then me and my friend was like, damn, like we want to do this. And then we sign up. The next day we call. We call our customer service and we tell them, look, how much money we need to start to have to start. They tell us how much money it was. It was about like 400 to 500 to 600. I don't remember exact, guys. So we like my friend. We're supposed to share the fee 50-50. So basically we can, because we thought that we're gonna be business partners, and then we just like, what, let's do it. So, and then I get my fee, and then later on he didn't get his. So I was like, okay, I signed up for the program. When I signed up for the program, and then I still get him on board, we start learning and stuff like that. But guys, there's a lot of, I mean, I'm not here to say Clever Investor is bad or anything like that. They great company, guys. They great educational company. So, but there's so many information out there, you will be confused. You'll be like, shit, what should I do? Like, what I'm saying? And later on, I was like, damn, I need someone that can hold my hand to show me how to do those deals, to show me everything. It was hard. And I called a guy, I'm not gonna lie, the price was high. It was like about $10,000, $9,000 to $10,000. I was like, God damn, just for mentor. And the guy wasn't even in my market. The guy was like, in Phoenix and stuff like that. That's where they based. And I was like, damn, God, like I don't know, like if I can do this. So it take me time, guys. It take me time to really get into it. What I'm saying? Because I didn't have the money, but I keep watching this video. I keep watching YouTube videos, but I never take action. I was like, watching YouTube videos. Like I should be like the kind of investor that know a lot, because I went to seminar, I went to multiple seminar, like, and I spend money on this program and stuff like that, and I watch a lot of videos, but I never take action until my man come aboard, which is Ace, the guys who watching one now. That's my mentor right here. Until him come aboard. So when he come aboard, like I meet him on a YouTube video or something like that. I meet him on a YouTube video, and I signed up for his coaching program. So it was a small fee, guys. It was a small.
Right, it's like $100, right? You got in for the
Yeah, it
Super
was
Bowl. You was one of the first people ever.
I don't know if you have. I don't know if you still do those coaching calls, but that was my first. That's where me and Aids meet, And then I signed up for this. I was even far, and like I was driving. I was far away, and then I signed up for this call, and then you call me, and then it's like, hey, what's going on? I like from the start. I like his energy from the start. Guys, I'm not making. He can tell you. I'm not making this up. Say from the start, I like his vibe. I like his his track, and I can see like we will actually, like I can see that what I'm saying, he know what he's talking about. I can see that me and him, I know you're in Chicago, but I'm in Massachusetts. But talking to him on the phone was like, he's face to face with me. It's like, you know, we together, we're in the same room. So, and then we start talking about business, and he put my business down. He was like, look, what you doing wrong? What's going on and stuff like that. And I tell everything. I put my business down to him and stuff like that and everything. Boom. I start making phone. I start jumping on the phone. He tell me, look, this is how you do it, man. Jump on the phone, and this is daily to call. He showed me step by step and everything. He hold my hand. You know, say sometimes I have some deal, I send it to him. I was like, hey, what do you think about this deal and stuff like that? And he told me. So I'm gonna jump in real quick. My first wholesale deal, guys. My first wholesale deal. He was a mess. Like, he was. I do everything wrong. I do everything wrong. Look, if anybody tell you when you first started something, you great at it, they probably lying to you. So me, I do everything. So first thing I did, guys. I drove about 8 hours to see this property, guys. Like, I went to Maine. Like, I don't know if you guys know the state of Maine. That day, guys, it was really, really cold. It's about a year and a half ago. It was really, really cold, below minus and stuff, like below 5, below 6 outside. It was really, really cold. And then I saw my girlfriend, look, I'm coming. I have to go to see this property. I talked to the seller. The seller was outside of state, and then that was a vacant property. No one is in the property. He was just like sitting there, and then, you know, like they have somebody in the property, but the property was like the person left. The person left the house, and then the property, you know, become vacant for a while. I called I find this lead on Craigslist, guys. So for you who's listening out there, take some note. Craigslist is some good for, like, go on Craigslist, look for sell by owners and stuff like that. Or if you have a business, keep posting your ads on Craigslist. You know, we buy houses and post up a number, because don't get me wrong, guys. When somebody want to sell the property, they go on Facebook Marketplace, or they go on Craigslist, or they go on Google. So if you're doing those type of advertising, trust me, you will win. So I get this deal, guys. And you know, I text this guy, you know, I call him and we talk and stuff like that. It was like, look, I'm busy right now. I don't plan on coming property, so you know, make me an offer. I was like, look, I cannot make you an offer because and I learned this from I don't know if that's from you or from Max. It was like, whoever named the first number in negotiation, whoever named the first number lose. I was like, look. Yep. I tell him, look, if you're gonna sell something, let's see, I was like, look, if you're gonna sell a house, right? I mean, or like a car, anything, you have to put a price. Even that's $1, but you have to put a price on it. You know, I cannot put a price in your house, because if I give you $1 for it, you will get offended, you'll get mad. So he was like, yeah, you're right. So look, I want and he was like, yeah, you're right. So I want, like, you know what I'm saying, I want like I want 100K for the property. I was like, 100K. Like, so I was like, I didn't know what to do, guys. Like, I was stuck and stuff like that. We talk, and then it was like, you know what, I'm in a meeting right now, we can talk. So all you gotta do, text me, and then we can go over text. It was about like 7 in the afternoon. So I tell him, I was like, okay, look, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and text you, and we can go, you know. And then I text him and stuff like that. Before I went to see the property, guys, I text him, I want the numbers and stuff like that. I see the AIV on this property was 140, but he want 100 for it. And I asked him what's the condition of the property. Tell me the condition. The house been vacant for about a year and a half ago. I mean, a year and a half. So it was like, I don't know what the condition, because I had somebody on it. The tenant like destroy it and stuff like that. I don't know the condition and stuff like that. So if you can go see it, and then you can make me an offer, you know, that would be good. I was like, damn. I was like, will you be able to, work with me on the price? Will you open for negotiation? He was like, yeah, I mean, you know, go see it and tell me what you're willing to pay for. So I drop in my car. Like, you know, from Massachusetts to Maine, guys, that's like a 4 and a half, like drive, 4 hours and a half back, guys. It was really, really cool. I drive there and stuff like that. The house, when I get there, the house was so, like, kind of creepy. It was snowing outside. They had, you know, the door, like I was like, damn, what should I do? And I was like, damn, like, you know, I don't even get inside the house, guys, honestly. I just look and stuff like that. I have some pictures and stuff like that. And I, like, you know, say I show up like a little bit in front of the door. I look, the door was like kind of open because they have like a little key. They're not keys, but, you know, they put like a little thing you can just open. I just look and I see like the house look really in a really, really bad condition. First of all, I don't know, man. That's the first time. Oh, by the way, I even got a ticket. I never forget that. I even got a ticket, guys, because like I was driving and I supposed to, like, you know, it was like that never happened to you. Age you driving, you going somewhere you feel like you will never get there. So that was me. I was driving, guys, but I feel like I will never get there. That was like far from me. I was so mad. And then I, like, you know, I stopped in a gas station to put some guys. And then, like, I was like, you know what? The GPS told me to not make a turn, but I just make a turn. Like, and then boom, there's an undercover that catch me. Yeah, give me a ticket for $150. I was even mad. So
Damn.
when I get there,
150 for doing a
yeah,
U-turn?
yeah, or U-turn, like an illegal U-turn. He got me and stuff
Oh,
like
that's
that.
some BS.
Yeah, so, and, you know, when I get there and then I tell the guy, I text him, I was like, look, I'm in for the
Oh, I think we got a little issue here.
I mean, look, okay,
Okay.
so if you went for yeah, communication, I have some call. Anytime I have to call you, so yeah, and then what I did, and you know, after that, I see the property, I take some pictures and stuff like that, and then I come back to them, they're like, look, I'm not even. I text him. I was like, look, I'm not even close to 100,000. The numbers that you asked. I don't remember if I send you this deal aids on it or something like that. So this deal take me a while, guys, to close. It take me like back and forth, guys. From 100,000, guys, we go on to 45. Like we go down in 45. We go like in 33. Like you know what I'm saying, until, like, you know, it take me like about like two or something months to close this deal, going back and forth, guys. But that's the thing again, guys. Do not give up. You have to keep pushing until the end, guys. You have to push until the end.
So what did you end up getting this under contract for?
I got it on the contract. Like, look, I have it here. I have it on the contract for, like, you know, I have it on the contract for 17,000. I have it on the contract for, you know, from 100K, guys. Listen to this. From 100K, we go to 50. We go to 50,000. We go to 45,000. We go to, like, you know, point that, you know what I'm saying. I was like, you know, I call him. I was like, look, I'm sorry, I may not be the right guy for you. He was like, look, like, what you mean? You, I know you say yes, because if you can drive from Massachusetts to go to City Park, because not only that too, guys, I call any buyers. I call any buyers in the area. I do everything wrong, guys. I call every buyers in the area. You know what I'm saying? You also help me with that. You know, it also help me. Like I check everything. No one wanna buy in this area, like, because I was like kind of outside of the city. So, man, like I reach out to him. I tell him the same thing. I was like, look, no one wanna, you know, like, I'm more investor, so, like, no one do buy in this area, but I'm forcing myself to do. I'm doing it. I'm doing this deal against my will. So he was like, look, I'm tired of this property. I don't want it, and he doesn't have no mortgage on it. So we have to make it work. I was like, look, I give him like 15,000 for it. He get mad. He was like, you know what? I would have just give it away. He was like, you know, we from 33,000 to like 15. He was like so mad. I was like, you know, after about 2 hours, I text him. I was like, what about 16? He was like, no. He was like, you know what? After like a few minutes, he was like, you know what? If you can do 17, we got a deal. I was like, boom. So I already have a buyer. Was like, this buyer was in the state. This buyer was in New Hampshire, in the state of New Hampshire. But this buyer live in the area. And then he was like, look, I posted on Facebook, guys. I posted deal on Facebook Marketplace. And this deal I make $5,000. So I posted on Facebook and stuff like that. And then I tell the buyer, look, you have to pay all closing costs. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to go to see the property and stuff like that. I got it for like 30. I put it in the, like, I have it for 17, guys. I have it on the contract with the seller for 17. I try to sell it for 30, but the guy wasn't, like, you know, he wasn't buying it and stuff like that. And guys, I was so tired. I put this deal on the contract, but honestly, I didn't know if I'm gonna sell it. So, and then finally, after a lot of negotiation with the buyer, and then we finally get it done for for $22,000. So say, like, for $22,000, and then I make $5,000 on it. So when I make that 5K, guys, let me take time to tell you about the 5K. You see your first wholesale deal. I don't know, like, you know, your first wholesale deal, guys. First of all, you will never forget it. A second, it changed your life. Change your life, guys. You're like, damn, you selling a property, you making money in a property that you're not even on. That's crazy. And then since then, guys, you know, my man has been pushing me. That's why I say any of you guys who's thinking about joining this program, I'm not like I tell everybody that like anybody that I talk to, like that asks me. I also have a YouTube channel also, like every on social media, guys. Anybody that asks me like, "Oh, do I get started?" I tell them, go check my man is the wholesale coach. This guy really, he's not like this guy show you the way, man. He told you, look, go do this, go do that. You know what I'm saying? He push you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like from him. He push you, tell you, look, go do this, go call this, go. Here's this list. You know, do a skip tracing on this lead, call them, like go call them until you're tired. And then, you know, say step by step, show you step by step how to do it, guys. That's why I advise anybody who's thinking about to train. I don't know if he's still doing this call, those like, you know, coaching call. I don't know if he's still doing is because he was a while. So anybody who's thinking about joining his program, just do it, guys. Just do it, because instead of you going to pay 10 grand for like or some mentor that's like, you know, that's not even gonna show you stuff, like go pay your small fee, guys, and then someone who's actually doing, because a lot of people these days, they mentor people like they not even do the business anymore. They retired long time ago. Now what they do, they just like a motivation speaker and they trying to teach you the business. No, because there's a lot of rules, stuff change constantly. You need somebody that active. It's Habib's team. He's been doing this business a while. So him, he get me my first deal, my second deal. So what now? What now? I have a full-time VA who's making phone call for me while I'm in the call for what now with you guys. Like, you know, and my second deal, I make 20 grand, and I keep like, you know, that 20 grand I told you about my other business guy. I take some of that money, I'm gonna invest it on Sparkuma, on my other clothing line. I'm planning on opening a location. While I was talking to you, and now the lease. The person who was responsible for the list called me, so I supposed to get the list done. He did that. We're doing this week and stuff like that. So, guys, I'm so excited. That change, that's life changing, guys. Because coming from I'm saying that I'm really humble, guys. I'm really humble because coming from where I'm coming from, guys, like coming from in a poor country, coming from in a third world country, we're coming here where you don't have no hope. You don't have like, you know what I'm saying.
I think it cut off on us again.
You forced to
Okay,
follow
there
the
you go.
yeah. I still have oh, sorry. So you forced to follow the traditional route, guys. That was me. And if any of you is listening when are struggling with real estate, struggling with any type of, you know, business, struggling in life, one thing I'm gonna tell you guys is to not giving up. You know what I'm saying? Is to keep pushing. Is to find a mentor, guys. I'm huge. I'm big on that. Sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. The
Okay.
video had went out again for a second.
Yeah.
That's so weird, man.
So yeah, guys, you know, look for a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Look for somebody who's really, really doing this, guys. You know, when you finally make some money in this business, guys, don't just go and blow it and party like a rock star, guys. What you gotta do is take some of that money. If you make 5-10 grand, invest it back in marketing in the business. Invest it and then make more phone call. That was only you was making phone call, because that's what entrepreneurs do. We try to hire people. We hire people to an option for us to get more time. So basically, guys, as long as you make some money, you make 5-10 grand, don't just go blow it. You know what I'm saying? Just spend some more money on advertising, spend some more money in more education, go to seminar, meet with mentor, get yourself a mentor, guys. That's really, really, really key. Like in everything I say today, guys, because we've been talking for a while. Everything I say right now, if you guys don't catch anything, but remember, you have to have a mentor, somebody who's really doing the business, not somebody who's some motivation, or you call him is motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker. So don't get one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody who's really, really doing this business, guys, and then follow this step, guys. You know what I'm saying? It take me a while to do my first deal, guys. It take me a while. I'm not gonna lie, it take me forever. But guys, when the time I was waiting, the time it took me, the 20 grand, the 5 grand, when I see that, I don't even think about the time that I waste. I don't even think about the time that like the time that I take before I close my first deal. So
Look,
what now? I'm in.
that's a yearly income for some people. That's $500 a week for a whole year of pay right there.
Man,
That's
talking about me, talking about in my job, I used to make $350 a week. $350 a week. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
nuts.
So after taxes. So basically, think about it, guys. Think about it. So that can be life-changing money for you. That can be life-changing for you and your family, guys. So excuse me. Make sure you take time, not only sitting down and watching videos, YouTube videos, because you use YouTube videos, they cannot really take you and push you and tell you, you know what I'm saying? For example, right now, if I have a deal I'm working on right now, I can hit my main A's up. I can tell them, look, bro, I have this deal I'm working on. What do you think about those numbers? Still now, it's not telling me, look, go do this, want this number, do that, do this. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need a mentor for. Because if you're working on anything, boom, I was planning to hire some people to work for me. What now? Even out of our office, I'm expanding, guys. So I was planning to hire some local cold caller to help me. I don't know if you remember it. And then it jumped on the phone, man. He jumped on the phone for me, man. I couldn't interview them. And he jumped in the phone for me. I still laughing, I'm still laughing about that. He jumped in the phone for me.
While I remember that.
Yeah, while he's in Chicago and I'm here in Massachusetts, and he's interviewing people here for me. You see what I'm saying? That's why no mentor will do that for you guys. You know what I'm saying? He jump in the car, in the car, and then show me how to do it. Not only show me how to do it, and he's doing it for me. You need somebody that's really, really, really doing this, guys, because that's the keys. You know what I'm saying? These days, we have a lot of people that's trying to teach you, trying to sell you something, but you have to really take time to really do it. So yeah, guys, that's about it. So my plan right now, guys, I'm planning on doing 3 to 5 deals a month. You know what I'm saying? What now? I'm just eyeing, I just hire a VA, and then I'm starting slow to get me going, and then the money that I take again, guys, I'm gonna invest in some business and on my other business, and also I'm gonna invest in some more marketing, because an option for you have to set up your business the right way. You have to try to get if you pay some online people to do your LLC, guys, when you really have some money in this business, go hire a lawyer or will lawyer to do your LLC for you, to set up your LLC for you the right way, because a lot of rules gonna change, guys, and stuff like that. So you have to be ready. And I'm also gonna get my license, my real estate license, in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. The reason why I'm getting it, guys, is not because for this business, because you don't need it to wholesale. You don't listen to anybody that tell you you need a license to do wholesaling. No, you don't. But later on, guys, when you have your license, it's like you have more tools in your tool belt. So when you have your license, you have more tools in your tool belt. You can run comps. For example, there's some property I'm working, there's some property that I'm working on what now, and sometimes I have to
real quick. Before you break that down, bro, real quick, I just want to take a step back real quick to unpack these deals.
I'm sorry if I go fast, man. I'm sorry if
Hey, no, it's all good though. It's all good. You dropping gems out here, and I'm sure that the audience is taking it in and very attentive, because we having a thorough conversation right here. But I just want to touch base on those deals. I don't want to just brush past that, because I think that the fact that you were able, first off, your first deal, regardless of how long it took you, you got $5 grand off of it, which is nuts. For a lot of people, that's 2-3 months worth of income. That's what we're making actively right now for 2-3 months.
Man.
So $5 grand, that's beast mode right there. And then after that, you do another deal for 20 grand. That's absolutely ridiculous.
This deal, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I was jumping on like a crackhead when you have crack in your head. Yeah, man.
Hey, for real, man, that's deep, bro. Man, extremely impressive, bro. Like
Yeah,
for real,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Not a lot of
yeah.
people out here that's even been out here for a minute getting 20K deals,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what
and
I'm
it's like
saying. That's what I'm saying.
that's
Let me
big
tell you
time.
this. Yeah, let me tell you this, guys, for anybody who's listening this. Um, follow up, guys. Follow up in real estate is key, guys. It's really,
It's where
really key.
all the money is
You
at.
see this 20, let me chop this deal down, the 20 grand deal. Look, guys, this deal I have it like driving $4 in the neighborhood. This is the other mistake that I do. As I told you guys, I've done a lot of mistake and stuff like that in the beginning. Instead of, you see the 5K deal, I could have just go in the backyard on my own market and then drive around, drive $4, guys, and then get this deal. But I get myself all the way down to man. I get myself a ticket. Later on, I have to go back in court and man to see if I can fight this ticket and stuff like that.
Right.
Like stupid decision, guys. While you couldn't just go in your market, because in my market in Massachusetts, property is going for like 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, like and up. Like you won't buy anything for like, you know what I'm saying, like 50 grand, 40 grand. No, you can't buy anything like that. So, but in some market like other state, and some market, I don't know for Chicago age, but in my market you cannot buy anything for 50, 100 grand. No, you can't. So
Yeah, I
because
mean, well,
the
you
market is
can
so high.
here, but it's got to be like in a certain area that you may not want to be buying in. Let's put it like that. The real safe,
Yeah.
nice areas is going to be about the same as it is there. We
Yeah.
talking about 3,
Yeah.
4, 500 grand. You know what I mean? For a nice area. Let's put it like that. With little violence. You know how Chicago is.
Yeah.
It's a war zone for real.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's for every like I feel like there's every area is kind of like that. So yeah, guys. So what I'm saying to you guys, instead of you going jump to a whole market or 20, 30, 40, I know people is making like 100K in one deal, guy. Every night, sometimes I'm going to sleep, I'll be like, damn, if I make 100K in one deal, goddamn, I'm like, you know,
It's a wrap.
I don't know what will be. Yeah, I don't know like what the reaction will be, but I know I'm going crazy, man. You know, but I know I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna make it. I know sooner than later I'm gonna make it. So it's the same thing too, guys. Instead of you going to a whole market, guys, just go in your backyard. Just drive around. This deal, not only drive around, guys, follow up. This deal, I have this guy, you know, that was also a vacant property. This guy was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not ready to sell right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, basically he's an old guy. He's going to a nursing home. So my son is the one that's responsible for everything and stuff like that. I don't owe anybody any mortgage, I don't have any mortgage on the property. So the son was in New York, but the homeowner was like going to a nursing home, doing the transition to a nursing home and stuff like that. And then it was like, look, I cannot tell you anything right now, but if you're interested, you can follow up with me. Like 3 months from now, like 2-3 months. When they say guys to follow up with them after 2 weeks or 3 months or 1 month, if they say 2 weeks, follow up with them in 1 week and a half. Don't wait the full 2 weeks to follow up with them, because when you wait until the full week, most of the time, guys, there's a lot of investors out there that's gonna go one after the deal. So when you call them, hey, this is Williams again. I know we spoke like a week ago, and you told me that to call you in 2 weeks, but I called a little bit earlier to see how you're doing. You know, most of the time to see how you're doing, because I sometimes just like I don't want to talk. You know, because sometimes the two guys show that, like, you know, I'm dropping. I don't know if you guys have value in what I'm saying, but like this is what I learned. So sometimes when you call, don't make the conversation all about the property, or I want your property and that's it. Don't make it all about that. Sometimes build rapport with them, guys. Know all they day, you know, especially if the person is going from they living in their own house to going to a nursing home, guys. Build rapport. Ask them what they say what is, you know, how they feel like, or like, you know, talk to them, build rapport with them. Trust me, they're gonna like you. They can have 100 investors call them 100, but if you take time building rapport with them, trust me, guys, they will you know, they will love you. They will want to do business with you. It's
9 times out of 10, you're going to be the person that they're going to choose.
Exactly. It's the same thing for my first deal as well, guys. So this guy, we spend months and months going back and forth and everything. Sometimes I just call him, hey, how's it going? How's everything? How's family and stuff like that? Just follow up with a quick text and stuff like that. Oh, I'm good. Like, how's business and stuff like that. Going back and forth. Later on, you have a person, or like you feel like you know the person while you don't really know the person. So that's really, really, really some keys, guys. That's and everything that I say right now. If you don't get anything, but make sure, guys, when you talk to the seller, you don't make it like, oh, I want to buy your property and that's all. Build some rapport with them. Take time to know them. Take time to ask them how are they doing like us, like what us, or they feel like, what I'm saying. So they take time to build a rapport, guys. So again, guys, so I like I follow up with this guy, and then the property was like about like even this property was like about 25 to 30 200k 225k to 230k. So and then like and the property was like like about 30k and repair and stuff like that. So and then the seller was like, what I'm saying, if you can give me 100, and the seller was not sure about like how much the property worth and stuff like that. He was like, look, I don't know yet, but my son is coming from New York. You can talk to my son because and one more thing, guys, when you talk to a seller, most of the time you have to ask them, are you the primary decision maker? Like because you don't want to talk to a number of guys and stuff like that. I make those mistakes, guys. So the reason I'm telling you this is because I make those mistakes. So I'm not some savvy investor. I don't know much. So like you gotta ask them, are you the primary decision maker? That's the same thing, because in this deal I didn't ask, because I went straight to the numbers and stuff like that. And then later on he was like, look, I cannot take 100k and stuff like that. I cannot even take, I don't care whatever you give me one night, I won't be able to take it because my son is the person, like who's kind of like I have to wait until the son come back. I have to trying to call the son. When I call, he say I'm not gonna be able to talk to you. You have to wait until I come back and stuff like that. But someday, like, and I still follow up with like every week. I still send out like a short call, because those old people, they don't answer text. So I don't call them. Hey, this is William again. How are you? Yeah, this is William again. How are you? How's everything? You know what I'm saying? So like that, guys, the guy come and stuff like that, and then we talk about the numbers and stuff like that. The guys was like, look, I don't know this market. I'm from New York, so how much you willing to pay for this property? Again, guys, the same thing. I'm going the same thing again, guys. Don't throw the first number first. Don't throw the first, because in negotiation, guys, that's what I learned. I don't know it. You my mentor. If he's not you, just tell me. They say whoever throw the first number lose. That in negotiation, whoever throw the first number lose. I tell him the same thing. I was like, look, if you're selling a car, if you're selling anything, you have to put a price on it. You have to put a price tag on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not gonna come in and put a price tag in your dad's house, in your family house. So, the property needs a lot of work. The property been vacant for a while. I mean, not completely vacant, but your daddy and doing any work on the property, basically consider it like vacant and stuff like that. And then other thing, guys, sometimes the way you talk, like some seller is really sensitive when you use
Wait, say that again.
the word vacant. Hello?
Wait, say that. Yeah, cut off. You said
People
some
keep
people
calling
get
me, man.
sensitive.
People keep calling me. So yeah,
Okay, that's all right.
a lot of people, they don't like when you tell them, oh, your house is going to foreclosure, your house is going to foreclose on, or your house is vacant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For example, earlier I was training my VA on to make some phone call on pre-foreclosure. I tell them, don't go call these people. Hey, this is Williams. I'm calling because I see your house is facing foreclosure. No, guys, they're gonna be mad about it. Trust me. I mean, I'm not gonna say every seller gonna be mad about it, but and try not switch your word around, and you can call, hey, this is Williams calling from the Boys Property LLC. I could show that you have a little bit of situation who's going on with your property right now. We're calling to see if there's anything we can do to help you out, fixing this situation. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what's going on with the property? Boom, guys, you let them talk. You know, okay, my house is facing foreclosures and stuff. And now, if they say it,
Right,
now,
exactly.
okay, your house is facing
Exactly.
foreclosures.
Yeah,
Okay,
you don't want to be bringing
all
that
right,
out
so
right at the beginning and just
exactly,
exposing them. It's a very sensitive subject, and it's one of the most stressful, difficult situations that they're
it
literally
is,
going to face in their entire life.
it
So you
is,
got to be
it
very
is, it
sensitive
is,
with that and
it
let
is,
them
guys.
tell you the situation.
It is, guys. It is, and then and then don't get me wrong, guys. They. I mean, that's true. The house is facing foreclosures. The house is vacant. For that's true. But they don't wanna hear it. They don't want, like, what I'm saying. Like, if you call them and in your introduction and you tell them, oh, your house is, sometimes they have other people's calling. Not only that, too, guys. You have to kind of find a way to differentiate yourself from other people's doing it in this business as well.
Mhm.
So that's what I use on my business, and that the same thing to go back to the deal. So that the same thing I did, guys. I'm saying, I try to talk to this guy and I tell him, look, you're that, and then all I know about this is this guy too. The guy that I used the word vacant. Your dad house is vacant. He was like, what you mean? What you mean my dad house is vacant and stuff like that? Like, he was living on it. The house is in good shape. It's not vacant. He take off, like, he feel offended. He feel offended by me using the word vacant. So, guys, I mean, that's a like a little nugget, a little juice I'm dropping for you guys. Don't you twist your word around. Twist your word around, okay? So, and
Mhm.
then, yeah, we talk, and then about the property and stuff like that. The property about like 30-40 grand of repair and stuff like that. And then later on we get it under contract for about 90K and stuff like that. We get it under contract for, remember, guys, the IV on the property was 225 to 230. You know what I'm saying? 225 to 230, guys. That's what I'm saying. If you're in a big market, guys, if you like in if you're in like Los Angeles market, like LA, like San Francisco, guys, property in this area is a million, 2 million, 3 million. So if you're in this market, guys, you can, like, in one deal, guys, some of you can make 300K. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's deep in the market. You know what I'm saying? It's deep in the biggest the market. Sorry, the biggest the market is, the more opportunity you have for you to make a more and
Very
more.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then we get it, later on. It take us a while to go back with the talking to go, like, when after negotiating with the son, I have to go back talking to the father, see if they both of them wasn't how can I say that, was in line with the offer and stuff like that. And
Okay,
after that,
right.
we get it on the offer. I was nervous, guys, but I was thinking they're gonna, like, what you gonna, say. So, and later on when I signed the contract, they asked me what I'm gonna do with the property. So when they ask you what you're gonna do with the property, be honest, guys. Tell them, look, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I may wholesale it, I may fix it myself and flip it, I may keep it as a rental. I don't know. So, like, be transparent, guy. You know what I'm saying? Because later on, guys, a lot of wholesaling, that's why a lot of wholes is kind of changing nowadays, is because there's a lot of bad player in the game that trying to take advantage of people. Tell them, look, I may
Mhm.
wholesale it. You know what I'm saying? I may fix it myself and sell it. I may, what I'm saying, there's a lot of things I can do with it. What now? I cannot tell you exactly what we're gonna do with it. Like, what now? While we, let me sign the contract, and let me find out. Let me find that out. Let me
Right.
find that out. Let me find out. And then other tip I'm gonna give you guys. When you negotiate with the seller, guys, don't use your name, guys. I learned that from a guy called you know Sean. His name
Sean
YouTube.
Terry.
I don't know if you know. No, not Sean Terry. The other guy. Damn. Wholesale to Million. You have a channel called Wholesale to Million.
Wholesale Chameleon. I'm not sure, but
Wholesale to Million. Wholesale to Million. He's
all
Kong. His
wholesale
name
to
is
millions.
Kong.
Kong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good old
Kong.
Kong. Yeah.
Yeah. I use this tip, bro. I use this tip. It worked, guys. Don't use your name. Don't be like, okay, I'm here to buy your house. Even though I'm the primary, I'm the buyer, I'm the person that's gonna. Don't use your name, guys. Use your company name. If you don't have a LLC yet, tell them, look, I have a few partners. We are a group of investors. We have, like, what I'm saying, we have a few partners, you know what I'm saying? Don't use your name, because for example, me, even when now when I call, hey, this is Williams from the Boyside Property LLC. Do I catch you in a good time? So I use the, my company name. Later on in negotiation, it will help a lot, because sometimes when they give me a price and they be like, okay, this is what I'm willing to take for the property. I'm not taking less. I'm not be like, okay, good. I understand. And one thing too, I always agree with the seller too. So when the seller say, this is what I want, or I'm not selling my property for this price, say, yes, definitely, I understand it. I definitely understand where you're coming from. Don't be like, oh, why not? Why are you not selling?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
You got to
saying?
talk in the affirmative. You want everything to be
Exactly.
positive and yes, 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 as much as
Yeah,
possible.
yes.
Uh-oh. I think we got an
So
issue
it'd be
here
like,
again. Okay, there you go.
yeah. Yo. Oh, then give me a second. Oh, man. So give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, sorry, I have somebody is coming. Damn. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You
There's
say you
somebody
out
that just
here.
pulled up.
You say you
That
out
just
here in
pulled up
these
in my
streets.
house. Yeah. Yo, where you at? Yeah, I'm busy, man. I'm in a call one now. Hold on, I'm in a important call one now. So hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is.
Hey, it's all good. You out here taking care of business. I know how it is.
Yeah. So I'm in a call right now, bro. So that's why. So yeah, guys. So it's really, really important to have these negotiation skill. You know what I'm saying? When you call the seller, don't use the word I. I'm gonna buy your house. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that and stuff like that. Don't use I. You know what I'm saying? Use the word. You know what I'm saying? I have a group of investors. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I'm sorry.
That's
So
all good.
I use the word I have a group of investors, so that's gonna go ahead and buy the house. That's gonna go ahead and help you out. What I do, I use my company name. So when I call a seller, I don't use a negotiation. So if they give me a price, let's see. They told me you told me your number. You say okay, an option for me. For you to buy my house, you have to pay me like 200,000, for example. If you say yes, I am going to buy it, they're gonna expect you have the money. Sometimes
Right.
you don't have the money, you're gonna wholesale it, or you're gonna fix it, or you're gonna, what I'm saying? You're like, okay, good. I understand you. And then, God damn. So you make me tired. So yeah, you'd be like, okay, so yes, I definitely understand you. So what I'm gonna do, I cannot promise you I'm gonna give you $200,000 for your property. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to my business partners. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to my other investor to see if we can come in a price that's good for both of us. So when you tell
Mm-hmm.
them, I'm going to talk to my business partners, I'm going to talk to my other investors to see if we can agree on a price that's good for both of us. Now they know it's not only you, because now later on, even though you don't have, like, let's see, only you is in the office, only you don't have other people around you, put your phone in hold for a minute, and then say after like a couple minutes, call, talk to them back. You're like, hey, it's me again. I'm here. I talked to my investors, and I'm sorry. 200,000 is too high. I'm sorry. I'm saying, like my guy, or like, I'm saying, my partner is the one with the big money. He's the one with the big pockets. I'm saying. So I'm sometimes only you and the office guy. You don't have a business partner by yourself.
Yeah.
But if you say you got the money, they're gonna expect you. Like if they ask you 200,000 for the property, they're gonna expect you to give them the 200,000.
Right,
So
right. So I get the strategy. Essentially, like you're using it to kind of give yourself distance. So then when they
exactly.
give you an offer and then you're telling them like they pretty much, instead of it just being like you that everything falls on, it falls on the company. And then when you tell them like, yeah, hold on, let me talk to my business funding partner or whatever you want to call them, then now all of a sudden they're like hoping that you can make it happen for them
Yeah. And
versus it being like, oh, well, you didn't make it happen. You know what I mean? It's a different
yeah,
psychology
yeah,
behind it. I get where you're coming from.
yeah. Especially when you go to see the house physically, when you go to see the house in person, they're gonna like they're gonna think you have the money. Like, you got, and sometimes guys, you don't have the money. Sometimes you're gonna use somebody else's money. So don't show, even though sometimes you might have the money, guys, like you have the whole money in your pocket, but don't use it. You will trust me that tip I'm giving you right now, it will help you out later on. Don't use you as like, okay, I'm gonna have it, I'm gonna buy it and stuff like that. I have business partners. I have a company, so I'm gonna go talk to my boss to see if the number can work for us. If the number, work for us, trust me, we'll be able.
That's
to.
a great idea. That's a great strategy.
So that's some tip, guys. I'm giving you for later on negotiation, guys. So this business again, guys, I wouldn't be where I am right now if this man right here didn't help me out. Didn't push me on, you know what I'm saying? And I remember he jumped on the call with me again, guys. He showed me how to call. He showed me how to talk to, like, I was planning on hiring some people to help me with the business. He showed me how to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Guys, you guys need a mentor. You need somebody that's gonna show you how to do this business. You know what I'm saying? Because real estate is like being a doctor. There, being a doctor, there's brain surgeon, there's dentists, there's like, people that study back. There's you know what I'm saying? There's a lot,
so
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So you need someone that kind of show you the business and stuff like that. Because, and we'll say, you deal with a lot of leads. You deal with vacant property, you deal with pre-foreclosures, you deal with divorce, you deal with a lot of different leads. So all those leads, they don't have the same approach. The same way you call a vacant property is not the same way. It's not the same way you're gonna call like a pre-foreclosures. Because somebody who's losing the house facing foreclosures, those guys, they have grief. They have, like, you see a cat, when you have a cat, and then the cat have the grief out. So if you touch them, they're gonna bite you or like scratch you. So it's the same thing for those pre-foreclosures. Sometimes you have to be, the word is compassion. You have to have compassion for them. You have to understand them. They're gonna lose their house. Their credit gonna mess up. You have to be able. Don't just call them, oh, I'm here to buy your house. Just understand the situation and try to go with the flow, and then see where they at, and then match the tone of the way they talk. If the voice is here, don't put your voice there. Try to match the tone level. And
that's
like
another thing that we talked
guys,
about as well. I remember that.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah. So,
yeah, man. I just want to I want to let people know also that guys like me and Williams, we've been knowing each other for quite some time now, over a year now that we've been knowing each other. And Williams has come an extremely long way, and he's been able, he's got that real entrepreneurial spirit. Like when we first started talking to each other, he had like the stuff that he was telling you all about his background had just recently happened. It wasn't even that long ago. And I was like,
it's not something that happened 5-10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just started in real estate, guys.
This is recently. I tell people all the time. I've only been wholesaling for a few years now, and I've been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in this game. So all you got to do is just really get out here. But don't get me wrong. I've been preparing myself since I was 18, though. So I've been consistently trying to build businesses, trying, failing, adjusting, and stuff like that throughout the way. But just to mention, on your, the aspect that you talked about on the coaching aspect and how you need a mentor. First off, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? The kind words. I be, how I get down, bro. I'm always trying to go over and above to bless people with the game.
I want to be on your level, man. Look, I tell everybody, I want to be on your level. You need to find a mentor, somebody who's really doing this business, and you can be on their level. This guy, he have first of all, this guy is not selfish. He shared the information. There's some people in his market. He showed them how to do this business and stuff like that. He's really, really, really show you how to do this business. He's making thousands of wholesaling fees and stuff like that. So, guys, you need to have somebody like him that's really in the business, that's really actually doing this business. Because there's a lot of people, again, as I say to you, there's a lot of people on YouTube that teaching you, they just teaching, but they don't really, really do it. If I'm calling the seller right now, they're not gonna drop in the phone and then talk to the seller for me. Because sometimes in negotiation, sometimes it can be tough. You know what I'm saying? But if
you're 100%.
Your mentor, if you start, your mentor's supposed to be able, you know what? I got this. Let me jump in the phone and let me taking care of it for you.
You feel me? That's what I be telling my clients. I'm like, look, what we can do is like, look, first
So
off,
give it
we'll
to
start off with, I'll make the phone calls. You know, you can listen to me
yeah,
actually
I'll
make
call
the
you.
phone calls.
Yeah,
You get, oh,
yeah. But sorry for that.
so it's like,
Yeah,
you know, but that's why I tell people is like, you know, if you need this, then it's like, look, I'll hop on the phone calls first. You can listen to me. You can learn from example. And then
yeah,
like I'll listen to you on some calls and I'll give you some feedback and now we can be knocking it out. Now you got it going, you know. I feel like it's
yeah.
important to not only have somebody that's actually out here doing it, because not everybody is actually out here doing it. A lot of people
No,
is
no.
literally just talking. Like they're YouTubers. They
Yeah,
get paid to be on
yeah,
YouTube all day. Like
yeah, yeah.
people like me and yourself, even for that matter, is like we genuinely out here
Mhm.
in the field. And speaking of like
Yeah,
trying to get like me,
yeah.
I'm trying to get like you on the e-commerce field. You know, so it's like I'm trying to get like you,
Yeah,
bro. I remember, man, we've
yeah.
had so many deep, like long conversations about business and entrepreneurship and
We always do.
trying to,
Yeah,
yeah, man, every single time. That's why I wanted to have you come on today so we can really have a conversation and so people can kind of get a feel of like what these conversations are, how we be chatting with each other and things like that. But not only that, I really, really wanted to be able to be the person who kind of like helps you come out onto the industry or whatever so people can know who you are. You know, I
yeah,
got a little
yeah,
bit of an audience built up or
yeah,
whatever, quote unquote, little
yeah.
bit. You know, it's almost 2,000 of us, depending on when you watching this video or listening to this podcast. It could be
Yeah,
substantially more by now. Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah,
But you
yeah,
know, I wanted to have you come on, bro, because I think that your story, you know, being an immigrant, working hard, doing what it takes, not making excuses. I mean, when we first met each other, I remember one of the major things, like you needed to get a deal right
mhm.
then, you know, but
Yeah.
you
I
still
was hungry,
had your
man.
business and you was knocking
I was
stuff out. Like
hungry.
you've been an entrepreneur since day one. So
Yeah,
this
since
stuff is
day one.
not
Yeah,
new to you.
yeah.
And
It's
that's
not new.
why
It's not new.
I tell people all the time, like, look, if you've already got that entrepreneurial spirit, wholesaling shouldn't be too hard for you. It should be
No,
like
it
once you
was.
get the processes down packed and like things to say, things to do, little common things that come up, you're golden, period. And you're a true testament to that, bro. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
just an entrepreneur in general, with you being an entrepreneur, like you saw that $5,000 deal come in, you didn't slow
Mm-hmm.
down. You like, look, let me
No,
reinvest it. Let me get
no.
some more money coming in. Let me
Yeah,
hire a VA. Let me get
yeah,
another $20,000 deal, and let me
yeah,
wash, rinse, repeat, keep doing the same
yeah,
thing over and over and over again.
yeah,
Now you
yeah,
can kick back and relax as much as you
yeah,
want to. You got other people
yeah,
making phone calls for you, and
yeah,
that's what wholesaling is for.
yeah,
Wholesaling is the ATM. You can
yeah,
literally go to wholesaling, get your credit up, like get some deals done. You could be able to get your credit up, be able to open up a storefront for your
yeah,
actual
yeah,
physical
yeah, yeah,
business
yeah,
now, be able to
yeah,
hire on people.
yeah.
And bro, it's like I can't state it enough how
Look,
proud
guys.
I am of you, bro.
Yeah,
Like for
I,
real, man.
I mean,
You've come a long way, bro. For real.
trust me. But from the bottom of my heart, bro, I want to take time to thank you, man. I really, really want to take time because, as I say, guys, I went to seminar. I spent thousand, and like, in education material. If like, you know, if I wish I can show you guys because like I spent a lot of materials like in time money and materials and stuff like that trying to see if I can come up and stuff, but some of you guys is right here close to breakthrough, really 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 close to breakthrough, but all you have to do is find somebody that can just give you a little extra push, that can that can say, hey, okay, you have the information, you got the stuff, this is how you do it. Let's go. That's what you
Exactly.
need, guys. You need that. Don't see any massive action, guys. Action, action, action. So you watch the information. Your mentor tell you to do something. Just go do it, guys. It's not
Mm-hmm.
comfortable calling. Especially if you never cold call before. I never cold call before because and my other business and my other business, you can email, or if for example somebody don't have the product on time, you can just send them or email, hey, okay, the
Right.
service are taking off.
That
But you
simple
don't,
stuff.
yeah, you don't call somebody like, what I'm saying, where they say, start calling me, like, where you got my number from? Like, if you don't start calling me, yeah, if you don't start calling me, I'm gonna like, report you. I'm gonna, what I'm saying?
Right. That was
There's a
something
lot
that
of,
you weren't used to.
yeah, bro. Like, there's a lot of that on it. What I'm saying? Again, as I was telling you guys, don't let anybody tell you this business is easy, or you can come here and then making like $20,000, $5,000 and then one try. No, it took me a while to do it, guys. As I say, I spent a lot of money on education. I went to seminar, I went to, until I got this guy and he really take my hand and he really showed me how to do it and stuff like that. So guys, that's why I'm advising everybody. If you already have, as he said, if you already have the entrepreneur spirit, it shouldn't be hard for you. It shouldn't be hard for you to do it, as long as you can follow direction. As long as you will do it, you will take massive action. Trust me, you will win. And then in this business, there's a few, I know a few people that's really, really actual, that's really, really doing this business. And then AIDS is one of them, guys. So, and then, guys, I just started this business. In this business, guys. I'm not like some major, no, I'm not, I'm saying. I just started I just started this business and stuff like that. So what now, I just hire my VA, one my VA. Okay, one more thing I want to say, guys, to you, like, that's really, really important to me. I do this mistake a lot of time. This is one thing you guys have to make sure you don't do. Don't quickly hire somebody to do the job, to do a job for you if you cannot do it yourself. Don't quickly hire somebody, like, because I done this mistake over and over, guys. I spend money, and then not only hire somebody when you're not closing deal. Don't go out there. There's a lot of software. There's like, AI Pro. There's like a lot of software, guys. You don't need those software to start, guys. You don't need them to start. You have, first thing first, guys, you have to drop $4, guys. Drop $4. Talk to people. Tell everybody what you do. Your friend, your mom, everybody in your school where you work, like everybody. Hey, I'm always the investor. I buy houses. Tell them what you do, guys. Drop $4. Like, guys, we talk about a lot of great stuff here, but if everything we say you forget them, but keep these, guys. Talk to people, like, tell everybody what you do, guys. And then when you don't see, for example, where AIDS have multiple people in his business. Not only multiple people in his business, you have people in house that doing stuff for him. I'm not there yet. But I'm not gonna, like, I'm not making his money as well. So I'm not gonna go out there and then hire people and stuff like that. And what I'm saying, then and then later on I cannot pay them, because those people, guys, they have real life. They have family, they have kids, they have to be taken care of, guys. Don't like, before you hire your cold caller, before you hire somebody to do it, even though that's sometimes you're gonna hire them by commission based. Don't just go there, like, what I'm saying, without you closing any deal yet, and you just go there and do it, guys, and get people to work with you, because later on, trust me, it will hurt you, especially if you pay them by hours, guys. I was sure I had 2 VA in the past, guys. I wasn't closing deal. I had 2 VA. They used to make phone call for me, and I have to pay them like, like 300, like 200, $300 a month, guys.
I remember that too. I remember that very well.
That's when he jump in the phone and then start making phone call for me, start helping me to find somebody. Guys, everything I'm saying right now, guys, is true stuff, guys. I make those mistakes, guys. I go ahead and, like, because I didn't wanna do cold calling myself. I go ahead and I hire people when I can't even pay them, guys, and then later on, it's gonna hurt you more, because later on, those guys, you gotta pay them, because they left. You have to pay them, so you have to take money out of your pocket to pay them, and sometimes it's gonna hurt you, guys. So make sure you close, like, what I'm saying, like 1 or 2 deal, guys. If you make like $2,000, $5,000, like me, guys, don't take this money, go blow it again, guys. Invest this money back in your business. What I'm saying, spend some money on it. Like, spend some money, guys. Hire or VA, that can make phone call for you. When they're making phone call for you, that doesn't mean you're gonna sit down and relax. No, you gotta keep driving $4, guys. You gotta jump on the phone as well. Keep calling. What I'm saying? Keep calling.
You're trying to multiply your time. You're not just trying to have somebody replace you so you can stay at base level. When you start hiring people on, that should be to start scaling to the next level. So then you can have your time available to go do other things that you don't want to do anymore. And you can start firing yourself from these jobs over time. But real quick, I just have to mention that you just dropped a major gem on the podcast just now, and just the fact that like, do it yourself first. When you first starting off in this business, don't resort to a whole bunch of extra stuff trying to make it easy. I feel like if anything, in all reality, like you say, driving for dollars, cold calling yourself, talking to people, having quality conversations, those are the things that really, really, really make the difference. I just made a video recently about my top 9 wholesaling strategies with the best return on investment. Guess what number 1 was?
Talk to people
for dollars.
Driving for dollars.
Driving for dollars. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just don't get more simple than that. Yeah. And it's like anybody can do that. You don't even have to have a car. You can walk for dollars. You can ride the bus for dollars. You can get a Uber for dollars.
Bike
for dollars. That is amazing. Biking, skateboarding, rollerblading for dollars. Like I walk for dollars all the time myself. Yeah, my whole family will go outside and walk in for dollars.
That's you guys. What he say what now is so true. I mean, you guys should go follow him on his YouTube channel and see his journey, guys. This guy is so, he's so inspirational, guys. He jump. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh, yeah. He jumped in the car with his family, guys, with his little girl and his wife, and start driving for dollars, taking pictures and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's having fun with it, guys. You know what I'm saying? As you know, we're not some like billionaire, like, you know what I'm saying, real estate investor that trying to, we're not selling you anything, guys. I'm not selling you anything. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to my clothing line buying something, perfect. But I'm not.
Shout out to Spakuma.
Yeah, I'm not selling you anything, guys. The reason why we telling you this right now, this is some keys, or this is some really important keys, guys. So tell everybody what you do. You drop in a Uber, talk to the guy. Look, I'm an investor. I buy houses. If you know any houses, if you know anybody that's selling a house, if you refer to us and we buy it, and we'll give you a referral fee. We'll give you a 500.
Give them a card. Give them a card. Give them your social media information so they can stay in contact with you. Look, save me as money man, vacant money man, or something. You know what I'm saying? Get them pumped up to calling you back.
Trust me, you calling a seller, right? You calling a seller. The seller is not motivated, guys. They're not motivated. They don't want to sell to you. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when they're not motivated, guys. Tell them, look, I definitely understand you're not motivated right now, but do you know anybody who, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you know anybody who have a property for sale? If you do, if you refer to us, we'll pay you a $500 to $1,000. So, like, up referral fee. If they're not motivated, guys, there's a guy, I have a property I'm supposed to have on the contract now, guys. This deal, guys, I called this guy. My VA said it to me. It was like, she was like, oh, this guy is mean to me on the phone and everything. So can you call him? I called him and I said, hey, how are you? This is really, I'm calling from the Boise property. Let's see, how are you? How's everything? Like, yeah, I'm great and stuff like that. If you're calling about buying my house, you know what I'm saying? I'm not interested. I'm not interested because I have a lot of investors and stuff like that. They call me, they give me low ball offer. I'm not selling my house for that low, like, go to hell. I was like, okay, again, guys, go back to the same thing I was telling you guys. Always agree with the seller. Like, that's me. I mean, I don't know if that's applied for you, but that's me. When they say go to hell, I say, okay, no problem. But,
I'm going to go right on to hell. Don't it? Yeah. Look, I got you. Like,
yeah, before I go, just to let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I got that from you, man. I'm serious. You say, yeah, before I go, I want to make sure, I want to let you know that, we pay our referral fee. Just in case somebody who's selling a house, you're paying up to $1,500 of referral fee. If we buy the house, if we go and we like it, we will pay you our referral fee. And the guy was, oh, really? Oh, yeah.
He like, oh, yeah. He right, like, I may know like 3 people that actually want to sell, so I could use some extra money.
He's interested, guys. Now he's interested. This guy was like, he didn't want to talk to me, guys. I swear to God, he didn't even want to talk to me. But when the time I mentioned the referral fee, guys, he was like, oh, okay, now we're talking. Like, okay, I have to.
Look, I think that's like the third time that. Oh, go ahead. What you about to say? What you about to say?
he start telling me about he have this friend that have this property, but the friend have other investor that call him also. But he's gonna go talk to the friend for me, and then he's gonna make sure what I'm saying. He basically is gonna
Look at
go
that.
and my behalf to get the deal. And
He trying to get that $1,500. He not messing around. Yeah, he want his
guys.
money.
Yeah,
he like, look, John over here. John
not
not
gonna
the
be
low
so
ball
wrong.
offer shit. You can hit John with the low ball. That's what he thinking or whatever. He like, look, I got some people that'll take some low offers. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I help you out. I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm gonna convince him to take less.
Guys.
So I can get my 1,500.
Yeah, guys. It's the same thing. I know some more guys. I know other guys. They don't do they don't do Google AdWords. They don't do branded sign. They don't spend money. They don't spend big money on advertising. They just tell people what they do. And in your Instagram, some of
make
you
a lot of
have,
money.
So yeah, some of you might have like 6,000 of followers on your Instagram. Some of you might even have like more. Some of them have a lot of followers on Facebook. Tell everybody what you do, guys. It's not gonna hurt you at all if you tell everybody like, look, I'm on
free leads.
house. Yeah. Tell everybody what you do. If you know anybody who's selling a house, who's facing foreclosures, who's in a divorce, who's doing just if you refer it to us and we do buy their house. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you a referral fee.
You about to cash you out.
You tell them. Yeah, you have to make sure you tell them if we do buy the house, we will pay you a referral fee. Because you
specify that. They're gonna start blowing up your inbox with every vacant property in the community for 50. They're gonna be like, yeah, where my money at? You owe me $11,589. I did the math. Like, oh no, hell no. Look, man.
You have to make sure you tell them if we do like and buy the house, we will pay you a referral fee for it. That way later on when they send you a deal, the number doesn't work for you, and then you cannot make it a deal, and then now they want their money. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be specific in what you're saying. You have to be but it's not like a walking science. It's not like this business is not like you're not gonna go change water and wine. Gonna change. It's not walking science. You're not gonna walk in water, guys. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, but it's like you got to be persistent, though. You got to be ultra persistent. And I think it was actually a few times in this conversation that we've been having, actually, where you mentioned times that someone told you no right off the bat.
Yeah.
Kept going. Yeah. Or like either they was like, call me back. All of that stuff still equals up to a no. People that's pretty much telling you, I don't want no lowball offers, get off my phone, go to hell. That's a no. Anybody so a lot of people take that and just be like, okay, walk off. And then the next person calls them and gets the deal. It's like, okay, well, if you didn't just give up on yourself, if you just kept going instead of hanging up the call, then you would probably be getting more deal. A lot of people, all you got to do is literally just be more persistent. People going to curse you out, treat you, make you feel like shit. It's okay. Like, don't feel bad. Like, they're dealing with a stressful situation. You're calling distressed sellers. You got to expect that they're going to give some of that stress onto you. So, but you got to be willing to eat that and know that without you, their problem doesn't get solved. That's how I always look at it. That's what I tell my cold callers to do too. Like, look at it as like your personal responsibility to make sure that these people's problems get solved. You need to be solving problems on a daily basis. And if you're not, you can't be a part of this team. You gotta be solving problems. You gotta talk to Ms. Johnson for 30 minutes. If that's what it takes. Like talk to her, find out what's actually going on in her life. Also, her granddaughter did that to her. Ain't that crazy? Ms. Johnson, look, I got an offer for you. Like whatever it is, you want to build up that rapport. You want to be genuinely out here trying to help people.
Guys,
fraudulent with it.
Key word, guys. Follow up is key, guys. Do not giving up is key, guys. You guys have to keep pushing. When a seller, tell you to go to hell, guys, don't give up. Don't just like, okay, I'm going to hell.
Right. Like, okay, bye. Or people get mad too. That's another thing. Like, I've literally heard conversations where people were literally pissed off at the seller, and you can hear like, well, Well, then you could have just said that, and like, damn, calm down.
That's that. Yeah, but like
burning your bridges.
Yeah, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to push yourself, guys, and you have to be able to, like, when they say they're not motivated, when they say go to work like that, I say, okay, good. I definitely listen, I'm going to work. But by chance, do you know anyone that's have a property that may be interested? We do
You
pay our
know,
referral fee. You know, we do pay our referral fee though. You know what I'm saying? By chance,
watch.
do you know? I know you tell me to go to her, but I'm going right now. I'm going in a minute.
All right, you
I'm
feel
going
me?
in a minute though. I'm going in a
But
minute, but
before then, though, let me try
yeah,
to get another $10,000 about this conversation potentially. I'm trying to make money on here. I got a family to feed. I'm trying to do
yeah,
what I got to solve your problems, not just yours, but mine as well. Let's make
yeah,
something happen. You know,
yeah.
that's how I be talking to people. Like they feel
Exactly,
real, recognize real. That's one of
exactly.
the truest statements. Real will recognize real. So
That's you.
when you not scared and you confident and you can hop on a call and you could be like, look, John, da 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 da, and you know they telling you to go to hell or whatever, and you could still hold your own.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
makes you gain so much credibility with the buyers
yeah,
and sellers when you don't take their punishment as
yeah,
like a reason to get
yeah,
off the phone. That's showing that you can
yeah.
hold your own verbally.
Especially when you know, guys, you know, especially when you know they really in a situation to sell, especially when you know they distressed, especially when you know the house is sitting somewhere vacant, especially when you know they're facing foreclosure, especially when you know that they're facing divorce, they have to sell, you know what I'm saying? When they tell
Mm-hmm.
you to go to hell like that, guys, you say, you know, later on, you know what I'm saying, later on, follow up with that after 2 weeks, you know, 3 weeks later. You know, me, I start calling. Even this morning, I was telling my feed that because every Monday we have a meeting. We have like a, you know, like a Monday meeting and stuff. I tell them, look, we're not gonna take anybody off the list until somebody say remove me from your list. Okay? When they say remove me from your list, do not call me anymore. I still hit them. Hey, you know, by chance, you know, I know you tell me to remove your name and your phone number from your list, but by chance, do you know anybody who's selling a property because we do pay our referral fee, guys? So basically, like we have to, you know, what I'm saying, you know, when they tell us to remove from the list, guy, we remove them from, you know, we remove them from the list, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, if they say they're not interested right now, they're not, you know, the offer is too you know, too low and stuff, I always do a follow up with them after a week, after two
Mm-hmm.
weeks, you know, follow up, guys. That's really key. And then other thing that's really important for me, I'm trying to leverage in my business, guys, is relationship. And you know, at the end of the day, guys, real estate is a relationship business. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Real estate is a relationship business. If you really want to make it big, it's a relationship business. Because why?
Mm-hmm.
When you talk to the seller, you have to build a relationship with them. When you talk to the buyer, where you're gonna wholesale the deal to, you have to build a relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Your title company or the real estate or the and my state and Massachusetts said we have real estate attorney. You know what I'm saying? If and
Mm-hmm.
you your title company who's gonna close your deal. Your real estate attorney is your build relationship with everybody, guys. Take some realtor out for coffee. You know what I'm saying? Take them out for coffee, guys. Talk to them. Those guys, they have expired listing. That's for you guys that wanna, you know, don't spend too much money on advertising. Take those realtor to some, to a Starbucks, get some coffee, sit down with
Yep.
them, tell them, hey, this is what I want to do. You know, say sometimes I have a lot of leads. They don't want to they don't want to buy. They don't want to sell it to us and as a discount. So those leads, you can always refer them to the realtor. Sometimes if they will they have any expired
Exactly.
listing, any off-market deal, they can refer them to you guys. You make a video about this. It's I remember, or like how to
Yeah.
work with
Yeah. How to work with how and why realtors and wholesalers should be working together, essentially. Super
exactly,
important,
guys.
man.
Yeah, so guys, you need to watch this YouTube, guys. You need to watch this channel and stuff like that. So that stuff is really important. Relationship. I have a guy. I'm about to get my license. I'm already done with it because I'm just gonna get I'm just gonna take the state exam by next week or so. Guys, I have a guy that told me, look, I wanna learn the business. I wanna come and work for you for free. I wanna see. I wanna get take I want to get in, like, how can I say it, I want to learn from you. I want to there's a specific
Like
word
shadow you, you mean?
yeah. So basically, I'm willing to give you my MLS access for free. I'm willing to give you my MLS. You can run comps for free, guys. So why I'm telling you that, guys, is to show you relationship, build as much relationship as possible. I just have a new buyer in my market, guys. He's a broker, like he's a couple, they want the brokerage company, So later on, I meet with them, I see this property. He say, coming soon, like coming up market soon. So when I see the property, I call them. I let them, hey, look, I'm gonna invest in the area. I buy houses. I see this property. You about to list this property in the market. So I'm an investor. I talked to her, what I'm saying? And then I went to her office. We sit down, we talk for hours and stuff like that. We build good, what I'm saying? Well, now any deal that I have, I will just ship it to her. She's been doing this business for like 30 something years. So guys, relationship is key, guys. You have to build a relationship with your buyers, with your sellers, and then you have to be honest too, guys. You have to don't try to take advantage of people, what I'm saying, because of the situation, what I'm saying. So always be transparent in everything you do.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you will be in this business for long term. So
That's true, man. That's the name of the game.
key. That's
You
really
got.
key. Yeah,
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So,
I was just gonna say that you gotta have these relationships because, like you say, relationships are everything. Seriously, I say it all the time. This is relationship business. You've got to build up rapport. And, in the day and age that we live in right now where everyone's kind of living like this social media life, like it's like a lot of people's real life is online and like like real life just like feels like it's fake, like it's online or something. So I think that a lot of us like are not very good anymore. Like a lot of the new generation especially is not very good at actually being like humans, actually being regular people and having genuine like one-to-one type relationships. Like me and you having this conversation, a lot of people don't even talk on the phone. They don't actually meet up with people in person. Everything is FaceTime or something virtual or digital, So I think for a lot of people, they're scared. They fear actually having to talk to people in person or over the phone or whatever, and they let that fear dictate what happens, and therefore they don't end up with relationships and they don't end up with the deals. It's he who has the biggest buyers list that makes the most money. That's what I say all the time, right? But at the same time, what that really boils down to is it's he who makes the most relationships. That's what that really breaks down to. If you think about it, it's like that's all you need. You need to know people that can facilitate the deals, and if you don't, you're not gonna make no money.
Yeah.
But real quick though, I know we've been on here for quite some time now. I don't even know how long it's been, maybe like a couple hours now. I just wanted to, we're gonna start the process of like starting to wrap it up. But I wanted to let the audience members know that I really wanted to, like me and you were just recently talking, you know already, but I want to let the audience know a little bit about how we were talking to each other about.
Can I say something? Wait, sorry to cut you, but can I say something before, you wrap it up? Look, guys, one more thing. I know we've been in this podcast for a while, guys, and we're gonna try to wrap it up. Guys, one more thing I'm gonna tell you guys is we're going back to the same subject, guys, because a lot of people, guys, I was there, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. I was there, guys. So, guys, if you have a car, guys, you're sitting around, you're not doing anything, guys, drive around. While you're driving around, guys, you can make some money. You can sign up for Uber. You can sign up for Lyft. I mean, honestly, guys, like you can tell the truth, guys. I was driving for Uber and Lyft, guys. While I was driving for Uber and Lyft, I discovered a lot of places in my neighborhood and my state I didn't know. And then if I had a car just driving, like I won't know them until I decided to drive. Like the good thing is you can kill two birds and one stone, guys. So you can make money while you also driving around. Either you're doing like delivery, or either you're driving for Uber, or you're driving for Lyft, guys. While you're making some money, guys, you can also, especially when you first start, guys. Especially when you first start, you're in the process of quitting your job. You're in the process of you don't know what to do yet, guys, sign up for Uber, sign up for Lyft, sign up for those, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, guys, I mean, I'm so humble, guys, and like I feel like I never too big to learn, guys. I take example from other guys, from other entrepreneurs doing this. Guy, you have Gary V, guys. This guy is a fucking millionaire. Like, this guy have like, oh man, this guy have like million. But this
Right.
guy still go and garage sell. He still go and like yard sell and buying stuff and selling them on eBay, guys. He's doing it not because of the money, but he's just doing it. Like, guys, it's the same thing, guys. It's the same things. So you guys like feel like, okay, if I'm a delivery driver, I'm like, you know, I'm like, how can I say that? It's just like, I'm small, or like, I'm, you know, if I'm a Uber, like, no, I'm like, guys, don't, like, you know, you have a dream, you gotta fight for. You have to do anything to make it work. Anything.
Mhm.
Drive, like, you know, while you're driving around, guys, sign up for Uber. You're picking up people left and right. Even still now, guys, still now, I have 3 businesses. I have one of the digital advertising company, guys. Like, plus I have my clothing line. Plus I have my wholesale business, guys. Like, on Saturday and Sunday, on a weekend when I'm not too busy, guys, I just jump on my car. Like, I go downtown. I
I
go
don't
like
blame
in
you.
some neighborhood where I don't know, guys. I drive $4. What I'm driving $4, I fucking put my app on and I pick up somebody. You know what I'm saying? So making my
Hey,
guys money, making my
some
guys
extra
money, guys.
cash.
Yeah, making some guys money. So don't sitting out here complaining. Oh, you know, I don't have this. How much money do I see that a lot of, and a lot on Facebook group and other like places. Oh, I don't have money. How much money do I need to start this business? I have only $100, but I have a car. Like, what? No, guys, you can make this work, guy. Like, you can drive in, like, you can be, or you can do DoorDash, you can do all this stuff, or like you can do delivery, you can use a bike to do it. While you're using a bike to do it, you're going to
Literally.
drop. So you're gonna drop, like, for example, you're gonna drop or food from, you know, from somebody else, from somebody's house, and then why
Hmm.
next door? There's a house that vacant. Boom, you
Happens
knock in
all
the
the
door.
time.
They come to get the food, and you tell them, hey, by the way, you know, I working for a group. I also working for a group of an investor. They buy houses. Do you know who own this property? Boom,
Exactly.
boom,
Boom.
guys. So
It's like it don't matter where you're starting, and it doesn't matter what the story is that led you to where you are right now. All that
mhm,
matters is what are you gonna do about it,
what you gonna do? Yeah.
right? It's like no matter what. Like when Williams first came here, he was an immigrant. You know, he barely knew the language. Da 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 da. This and this and that. When I first
Yeah.
started wholesaling, I had lost my job. Well, I had quit my job, and then my client died. So it's just like it doesn't matter what your situation is. It could be
Mm-hmm.
terribly bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
cares about your sob story about how
Yeah.
bad it
Yeah.
is. The
Yeah.
only question is, what did you do about it? Because it's people that's facing
Exactly.
way worse than you that made it happen. So like no
Of course.
one really cares, especially who really, really doesn't care is the market. Like your bill
Yeah.
collectors don't care. Like no one
Nah, they
cares
don't.
about your sob story. The only thing people
They
care
don't.
about is what are you doing about it? What are you
Yeah,
doing
they
about it? That's
don't.
the number one thing that determines everything. Everybody has a fucked up story in life. Okay, like
Yeah.
nobody's story is just peaches and cream. And if that
No.
is your story and it's peaches and cream, look, God bless you, happy for you or whatever. But
Yeah.
in all reality, most people's story is filled with a lot of strife, a lot of stress, a lot of drama, a lot
Yeah.
of crazy stuff that happens. And we all do things
Yeah,
that we
guys.
regret and stuff. But it's those of us who keep going, who keep persisting, who don't let those things slow us down. Those are us that
Mm-hmm.
actually end up winning in life.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can always
Yeah.
find the good thing in any bad situation. So like William said, like even if you feel like you're quote unquote like just a delivery driver or just an Uber driver or something like that, you could still be out here having enough money to pay all of your bills. And while you're out doing those deliveries, you could be getting that market knowledge that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So it's like you got to find the
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
thing that's going on in your situation. Nobody is going to do that for you. For real.
No
That's
one is
super
gonna do
major,
it for
man.
you.
That's super major.
You gotta change, especially for our for the black community, especially for the black community. I was telling you the same thing I was telling you this last in our last conversation. It's a lot of people, they blame the rich man. Oh, you know, the reason why I'm in this situation is because if the rich man didn't take all the job, if the immigrant didn't take the job, if they, I won't be poor. I won't be where I am. I'm poor is because of the immigrant. I'm poor is because of the rich man. I'm poor. No, start blaming other people for your problem, guys. It's what you're gonna do about it. It's what you're gonna do about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can sit down here from today until tomorrow blaming everybody for your mistake, for your problem.
Right.
Not successful, guys.
Do you want to be a victim or you want to be a hero? It's your story at the end of the day. Either you're going to be the victim in your own story that you're writing, or you're going to be the hero. It's your choice.
It's your choice.
You know?
Yeah, it's your choice, guys. It's your choice,
super
man.
major, man. That's super major.
Yeah.
But real quick though, bro, like I wanna definitely let the audience know, like, one thing that me and Williams was talking about recently is that, you know, we love having these conversations. We're real life entrepreneurs out here making money.
Yeah.
We're able to be at home with our families, raise our children and stuff like that. And we want to be able to bless you all with these same opportunities. So as you all know, you know, I'm going to be starting up a new channel soon. And I want to have Williams come on to like co-host a segment with me that we're going to be doing on like a weekly basis. And we're going to co-host a segment. It's just going to be like small business oriented, entrepreneurship oriented, to where you all, like, we'll be having a chat somewhat similar to this, but we'll have like specific topics that we'll be talking about, and we're going to be deep diving you all's topics that most likely, like some of the topics you all will be suggesting them. We'll allow you all to suggest them, but we want to be bringing this entrepreneurial type conversations to the community at large, so we can really start to provide that real life entrepreneurial value that a lot of times, as William say, like, you really don't see this stuff in our community a lot either. So we really want to start providing that value to the community at large. But, you know, obviously a lot of people that look like us don't have any type of resource of someone who looks like them that's actually out here trying to provide the value, trying to put people onto the game, trying to teach the actual specifics and how-tos, the mindset, all of that stuff. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting this going with you, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, guys. I'm you know, everybody who's listening, guys, everybody who's listening to this podcast, or everybody who's watching this video on the wholesale coach, guys, please, that's gonna be a major. That's gonna be big. If you have any type of business idea, you can come to our channel. We can, you know, break it down. We can, you know, say we can help you out with your goal. We can, you know what I'm saying, we can do like you can do a plan for you. We can help you out. We can talk, you know, because we entrepreneur, guys. I don't want people know me by only real estate investing only. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I have multiple businesses, and I'm not stopping there. I just start, guys. I just start. So, you know what I'm saying, basically we can learn and grow together, guys. So I want everybody who's listening, who want to quit their job, who already have a job, or who already have a business, that's want to start something, that want to take some money they make and real estate, invest it in something else, that's want to, you know, what we know. I'm not gonna teach you about stocks because I don't know shit about stocks. I don't know anything about stocks. I don't say stock is not good, but we're gonna teach you what we know, what we done. So guys, like, we're not gonna teach you like any stuff we haven't done. We're gonna teach you stuff we done. You know what I'm saying? So come aboard, subscribe to his channel. It's gonna be really a really fun journey, guys. I can't wait to see each of you aboard. And remember, guys, you guys have to take massive action in your business. You have to keep pushing, and you cannot let the situation you're living on right now stop you. And then one more thing, guys, don't feel comfortable. Don't close one or two deals and feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to keep pushing, guys. You know, Grant Cardone, I love Grant. Grant Cardone he always say, who have my money? When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I say, who got my money? How many deals I'm gonna take close today? How much money? You know what I'm saying? Who got your money, guys? You have to really like keep pushing. Not close one deal, you make 5, 10, 15, 20 grand and you feel like, oh, I made it. No, I you know, I can't complain, you know what I'm saying? So I have to keep pushing, being more hungry, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have to be like that vampire. You taste blood, or shock, you know, when shock is running. You know, yeah,
That's
man, you
so
have to
true
be
though,
a
bro. I
shock,
feel
bro.
like I wake up every day passionate about real estate. I wake up every day thinking like, yeah, where's my money? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Where's the
who
next
got
deal?
my
Where's
money?
my email from my VAs? You know, like things like that. Where it's like every day you're just
Yeah,
obsessed about it. You focused on it. You're doing everything in your power to actually get to your goals on a daily basis. Guys,
yeah.
just know that it's possible for you all. Just know that you've got examples right here in your face,
Hmm.
right now, right here in your ear,
I
right
don't
now.
even speak English
That's down
good,
to help
guys.
you.
I mean, one, I don't even speak English like good. You know, some of you like I
Right.
yeah, some of
But
you might listening one night and then trying to critique me and my grammar and my but you know that and it
hey,
ain't not
look,
about oh I speak, guys.
you out here killing it though. I feel like you're a true
Yeah.
testament. It's like, look, if yeah, I just feel like that's the ultimate testament. You know, it's a lot of like really, really brilliant people that's been here their whole lives. They speak perfect English, da 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 da. They got all of these things in their favor,
Yeah,
and they're the ones that's not making it happen. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Because I feel
yeah,
like the passion isn't there enough.
yeah,
It's like the
yeah,
struggle isn't real enough. When the
yeah,
struggle gets
yeah,
real,
yeah,
all the excuses just fly out the window and you just start knocking shit out. But
yeah,
it's like as
yeah,
long as you still got something to fall back on, like you don't go into battle and leave your shits there. What they say, I can't remember like what it was like a ruler or whatever, like some warrior or whatever. He would always like they would get to the new location and they would literally burn their ships because like we gonna
yeah,
win here or die. You know, like we
yeah,
not
yeah,
leaving. This is about to
yeah,
be our shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't
yeah,
have
yeah,
no source of retreat. As soon as you have
yeah,
sources
yeah,
of retreat, it allows you, as soon as you start planning for plan B, now you're giving away time and energy for plan A. You just got to keep grinding,
yeah,
guys. Don't give up. Like, no
yeah,
matter what
yeah,
anybody says, there's always going to be people that are trying to slow you down, try to stop you, try to
yeah,
convince you not to do it or tell you it's a dumb idea or whatever. Look, it's the people that take the road less traveled that history books are written about, not the people that do it
yeah,
everybody else is
yeah,
doing. Don't ever forget that. You don't find
yeah,
regular people that
yeah,
worked at McDonald's their whole life and then died in history books, period. You want to be
hmm,
special. You don't
yeah,
want to, when all of us were
yeah,
growing up, we had special dreams and passions. We wanted to be doctors and lawyers and da 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 and all of
mhm,
this stuff. And then we let life steal our dreams. We let other
yeah,
people's inaction take away our ability to take action
yeah,
because we thought, well,
yeah,
damn shit, everybody else is just sitting here wasting their life away. I might as well too. So I hope
yeah,
that you all, if y'all listening to our voice, just know you can be at home. You don't have to feel like a slave, wake up whenever anybody tells you to do it and stuff. Like, you don't have to live that life. You can be at home with your
mhm,
family, raise your children, live the life that you want, and be
mhm.
able to build the business that makes it all possible. And you've got people
Yeah,
right
you don't
here
have to be a
that will
slave,
help
you
you
know.
along the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Facts.
You don't have to be a slave. You don't have to be a slave. You don't have to start somewhere. You don't have to do something. We live in a free world, in a free country. You don't have to wake up and then go do something you hate. You don't have to wake up and, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, basically put clothes on and go work, give somebody your time, your life, just for a few change. So
Mm-hmm.
guys, we have option. We have option. You can choose to do it, or you can choose to build something. And you build something. You build it big enough that you can leave something behind for your family. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
Don't. You know, that's why you're gonna see the rich community, the white community. They they're getting richer and richer. They pass wealth to their kids. Black people, we need to start doing this. Even though you're working on a job that fantastic, that you love so much, but you have to make sure you have something behind for your kids, for your family. Most of you guys, you have, like, that's a subject for another day. But most of you guys have insurance in your phone and your house and everything you have, but none of you have insurance in your life in case something happened to you, that your kids can be okay. Guys, I have an 8-month-old son. Every day I'm worried. I'm like, I wake up, I like, what happened if something happened to me? What I'm gonna do? So, but I know my son will be sad. So it's the same thing for you guys. You have to think about, you're not too young you're not too young for something to happen to you guys. We're not too young. So we have to, we need to start thinking big, guys. And then this is what our new YouTube channel gonna be about, guys. It's gonna be about everything, you know, like, or you can start from nothing to have something, and then not only to have something, to see if you can build something big enough, that way you can help other people and you can leave something for your family behind in one day. So that's the key, that's the goal, guys. I'm excited again for this podcast. It's been a while since we've been talking. I know you guys, I don't know if you're gonna do a section 1 and 2. I don't know if you're gonna
probably
divide it.
should, right?
I don't know if you're
Just
gonna
throw the
divide
whole
it,
thing on there.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna do this, man, but that's a long conversation. That's a long conversation. But I'm happy, though. I'm happy. It's just the beginning, guys. We have a lot of things cooking up. We're just waiting for the right time, and then to see, you know what I'm saying, for you guys, you know, for us to talk more. And then, but you have to do one thing, though. You have to.
Here we go.
Go and subscribe to the new. Sorry, I just.
There it goes.
Yeah, you have to make sure you go and subscribe to our new YouTube channel. You have to make sure that you stay. How can I say that? You have to make sure you follow us, and then, you know, bring your ideas, bring your business ideas, bring your struggle with your wholesaling business or your e-commerce business or your digital advertising business, whatever. We have to help. We're gonna help you. So we're not gonna teach you stuff you don't know. We're not gonna teach you about or to trade stocks or to do, because I don't know for you is I don't know nothing about stocks. So
Right, yeah, we don't know stocks, but we can teach you how to make some money, though. I can guarantee you that.
I'm willing to learn,
make some money. Trust and believe. Well, if it's something that we both know how to do, it's how to make some money. I'm trying to tell you.
Exactly.
You gotta have that hustler mentality, man.
That's what it is. So yeah, bro, I'm happy to talk to you. That's a pleasure. That's my mentor here, guys. Again, we shall to for some coaching, guys. You know, I will. You know, we will launch our new shadow soon, and we will have more fun together, guys. We will, you know, help you guys with our business and stuff like that. We can talk more. So
it's coming soon, guys. Make sure that you all stay tuned, guys. We're actually about to go ahead and wrapping this up, man. It's been a nice, good, long conversation. I wanted to do this one a little bit more long form, because I know with me and you, it's like an hour is never good enough. I'm not even. It never does. Hour. That's like.
Yeah, I don't want the people listening to be tired. I don't want the people listening to be tired or anything like that. You know,
yeah, I know, right?
Guys, you know, there's a lot of truth. There's a, you know, and where this info come from, guys. There's a lot of information we can be sharing with you guys. We can start talking from today until tomorrow, guys. There's a lot. But, you know what I'm saying, that's why it's really, really important for you guys to go subscribe to the new YouTube channel. It's really, really important for you guys to really go and tell your friend about it. If you're working in a job right now, again, guys, you're working for a boss that don't value your time like I did, guys. If you're working, like, you know, you're in a job that make you sick, guys. If you, like, you know,
it's time to get free.
Yeah, it's time to
get free, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna promise you're gonna make you millionaire and stuff like that. And then we don't have nothing to sell you to, guys.
I can't do your push-ups for you
and stuff like that. Yeah, we're not gonna make you millionaire. We don't have nothing, like we don't have nothing to sell you guys. But all we trying to do is helping individual reach their full potential, help individual grow, help you take where you are, and then, you know, give you that extra push you need to go to the next level. That's all, guys. And you know, when I start this business, when I start my journey, you know, that doctor that talked to me in the hospital, that, you know, he opened my eyes. I need someone to open my eyes. Later on, I take the information I want with it, but I was like a fool. I didn't know what I was doing. But when I met this man, he helped me out and then helped me, you know, going. Now I know I'm in the right direction. So it's the same thing too, guys. So he's not gonna come take your hand, make you, like, you know, make you $1 million or do this, you know what I'm saying? You have to do it yourself at the end of the day, but you need to have the guidance. You need to know, okay, I have this idea, how to make this idea work. So you need that extra coach, and this is why we're here for. So I
It's
also
true,
have a
man.
personal YouTube channel. I also have a personal YouTube channel. You can go on Williams Mezidor. Mezidor is Mezidor. And then I think it's gonna put it on the description below. And plus, you can go check my clothing line is www.spacuma.com. Spacuma is SPACUMA. And then, guys, so follow me on all social media is Williams Mezidor. Instagram is Williams Mezidor. Facebook is Williams Mezidor. Everywhere is Williams Mezidor. So, guys, we're gonna wrap this up because we've been a while because we don't mind talk for days here, But we have to save some of that juice for our new YouTube channel, and then
Right.
that's why I want you guys to go what now, and then subscribe and then follow because that will be really really important and stuff like that. And also, if you need any coaching, guys, you can reach out to AIDS personally. He will help you out with some coaching, guys. He will take down your business, analyze it, and break it down and help you out and where you are. If you're making 1-2 deal right now, he can also help you out. If you're making like 3 to 5 deal, also he can help you out. So if you're making nothing, if you just started, he can also help you out, guys. So go ahead and then reach out to him, and then stay tuned for our new YouTube channel, guys. It's gonna be a fun ride. And then also, I also launched my new podcast as well. That's really gonna be fun, guys. We don't have a name for it yet, but it's really really fun, guys. So again, that's what I say about having a mentor, guys. So yesterday, I think to wrap this up, last story I promised to wrap this up, and I was talking to Ace, and then he was like, "Look, man, look," because me and him, every time we talk, we always have some great idea. So he's like, "Look, man, why don't you launch a podcast?" I was like, "Look, launch a podcast. I don't know how to do that." Like, what I'm saying? He was like, "Look, come on, man. You in digital advertising, you don't know how to do a podcast." I was like, "Oh, man, I never done it. I think podcast is the old school way of doing it because I think podcast is like the old school of radio." And I was like, "Come on." He was like, "Look, man, there's an app. You can just press in your phone in the corner of your house, in your car, anywhere. You just record, and then start helping people, man." I was like, "Really?" And he sent me this app, guys. I'm telling you, man. Right now, last night I sleep at 3 in the morning. Recording my podcast.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my first podcast, guys. I don't even have a name for it yet, but I just launched it, guys. It's the same thing about taking action, guys. Action is key, guys. We can come here, give you all the juice, with everything we know, but if you don't take action, it's worthless. It's like money.
So true.
Money is how can I say it? Money is worth something when you use it. Money is
It wants
valuable
to be
when you
spent.
use it.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, money is a piece of paper. Money is a piece of paper. If you don't use
That's
it,
it.
it's just like a piece of paper. So it's the same thing with information, guys. If you use it, information can mean gold, diamond for you. But
That's
if you
so
don't
true.
use it, yeah. So it's the same thing, guys. That's what gonna make you. That's what gonna make you the difference from other people. There's a lot of people, they hear the good news, they hear the good information, but they just keep watching. They don't do any action. So it's the same. When I talk to him, he tell me about this. It's like, damn, really? It was like, yeah, it's pretty easy. And then at the same time, I take action, guys. So it's the same thing. You guys have to take action, and trust me, it's the same thing when we say to go subscribe to this YouTube to our new YouTube channel right now. I know a lot of you will, and I know some of you want I will do it later. Do it now. Just do it now. If they say
now.
subscribe, just go and do it now. And then I'm saying, you say, if you say tomorrow, you will do it tomorrow. Something might come up tomorrow. Just go ahead and subscribe to our new YouTube channel, and trust me, you won't regret it. So that's the same thing, guys. So I'm gonna wrap this
Just
up.
like
I
that.
think have anything else to say, guys, but on my end, that's it. So
I think that's about it, guys. I think we're about to go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate anybody that actually made it to this point in the podcast. You're a real rock star. Just know that off the bat. But also, for anybody that actually did make it to this point in the podcast, I kind of want to reward you somehow. So here's what I want you to do. If you are, if you are or are not joined into my Wholesale Deals and Strategies group, make sure that you join Wholesale Deals and Strategies. It's a group on Facebook. Join Wholesale Deals and Strategies, and when you do that, like either tag me or send me a message on Facebook and just be like, "Hey Ed, I listened to the entire podcast, bro, That's all you got to do. I'm going to shoot you over a link so you can get free access to my online course, Wholesale University, guys. I want to bless somebody. You know what I'm saying? I want to bless somebody. It's a long conversation.
That's a sweet deal, man.
It is.
That's a sweet.
The course
deal.
itself is like $500 is the normal price. It's on sale right now, but that's only up until this Saturday. After this Saturday, like it's going back up to 500. I'm about to give somebody a free course. I'm probably actually going to launch this video maybe even like Wednesday maybe the podcast I'll probably do on like Wednesday or something like that. If you reach out to me, period, if you watch this and you tell me the magic words, you got a course, but it's only gonna last for like a little period of time. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give like 3 of y'all some courses. I got y'all, man.
Without stopping you, Ed, and we're gonna whoever win, we're gonna say the name. In our next episode, we're gonna say, hey, this is who won. This is who won, and then that way, later on we can do a shout out on our show as well.
So y'all know it's legit.
You guys stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? And then that's just the beginning, guys. We have a lot of giveaway. We're gonna do a lot of giveaway. But guys, you know what I'm saying? You if that was me, I would jump on it right now. I would. That's it. Right? It go back to the same thing.
And guys, you gotta subscribe to the channel though. If you not subscribed to the new channel, I'm not giving you the course. Yeah. Period. Straight like that. I'm letting you know right now.
Basically,
so you join Wholesale Deals and Strategies, and you got to subscribe to the channel, to the new YouTube channel that's going to be linked down below, and then send me a message on Facebook and just say, hey, Ed, I listened to the video. That's going to get you a $500 wholesaling course. Go ahead, take action, y'all. Anyway, though, guys.
Hey.
That's about it, man. I'm about to wrap it in.
I'm happy to have this convo, man. We have so much in the tent. Right now, we can drop juice until tomorrow, but I know some of you have to go. And if you listen to this podcast while you're driving, drive safe. If you listen to it in the morning, good morning. If you listen to it at night, good night.
Right.
If you listen to it too in your 9-to-5 job, your boss is giving you a hard time, and you hate your job. Trust me, it's not forever.
Let this be your fuel. Let this be your fuel. Two people that probably look like you is out here free right now, and we were just like you not that long ago. Yeah. Let this be your motivation. You got this.
Yeah, you got this. You got this. You know? So man, I'm happy to talk to you, my brother. Let me know. I will stay tuned, and then I'm excited for the next one, and we can drop more juice and more content for the people.
Straight like that.
My man.
All right, then, guys. Until next time, we are
out. Let's get it.